Welcome to the Jowp Awards! Season 2! Yeah.
Season 2, baby. Alright, you guys know what it is. It's that time of the season.
Time of the
year where we get the rundown of everything. This year, a little bit more categories. Some things went out, some things went in. As you know, last year we had 11 categories. This year we got 16. So we have lost WTF moment out of context, but we've gained some more. So
yeah.
And I'm very curious to see what was going on here. The intern, when he was making the answers, he came out. He was like, some of these answers were kind of crazy. He said he wishes he could have been here.
He was like,
Eddie, the intern Eddie. He was like, damn, I wish I could have been here for some of these answers. They're pretty crazy. He said there were some shockers, which he said that last year too. Which I don't really think there was that much surprising stuff last year.
It was pretty much par for the course for most of the answers.
Yeah, maybe it's surprising to him because he's not here as much as we are. So maybe. But I guess we'll just hop into it, right? There's nothing else to say. We'll just get into it then.
Yeah. I mean, I'm hoping to see some different answers.
Yep. All right. Well, what is the first category? I think the first category
is recording, is it?
Oh, is it?
I don't think this is recording.
All right. Let's go back out and start it.
Technical difficulties.
It's not a podcast episode without technical difficulties, though, is it?
True.
It's not even a podcast episode. It's not even a JWP channel video.
It's not a video without some. Like,
it's not a video on our channel if there isn't something going wrong.
Okay, so just for syncing purposes,
quote,
I'm switching slides right now.
Okay, it's fine. The desktop audio should be on here, so I can be able to hear.
Oh, yeah. I didn't think about that. Okay.
All right, let me get my reading glasses out.
Who's reading the quote? You reading the quote? Quote of the day.
Oh, I mean, we don't have to read it, but yeah.
I guess not.
Yeah, it is a good quote from Dr. Seuss. Don't cry because it's over. Smile because it happens. What a guy.
Every graduation, you hear it at least twice. It's a classic.
Yeah, every valedictorian says it. I'm like, yep.
Yeah, there it is.
Very original, huh?
I mean, Dr. Seuss ate when he made that quote.
He did.
Yeah. Like,
he eats a lot of his quotes.
There's a reason he's the GOAT.
Sam I am. I don't think
what other doctors are better than Seuss? Phil? No.
Who?
I'll put Seuss above
Loki. Who?
Doctor Who?
I'm not a fan of
Doctor
the
Who's
Doctor Who series.
Doctor Who's him though. Like when you get into the lore, he's him.
I guess.
I'm not a fan of the series though. I'm a fan of the Dr. Seuss lore.
Canonically, Doctor Who could be Dr. Seuss.
You fuck with Dr. Seuss?
It's all about power scaling. Why you
He could have literally gone back in time and wrote every book as Dr. Seuss.
What? Good for him, bro. It's not a power scaling debate.
It's not power scaling.
So you fuck with Dr. Seuss and everything he said and did?
Nope. Honestly, I don't even read Dr. Seuss.
Oh.
To the left. All right. Anyways, next slide. We have the Hollup Let Him Cook Award.
The new one.
That picture. Yeah, this is a new one up here. I want to start off this year with a new category here, and let's get into the nominees here. We've got. There's only 4 on this one. This is the shortest one. We have Shrek Fiona is better than human Fiona.
She looked like that, did you?
I mean, she gotta do. Everything is either a Rick and Morty or JoJo reference. Some things need to go obsolete. And when do femboys come into the picture? We know which one Devin has his eye on right now.
True. I think everything's either Rick and Morty or JoJo. Because, like, it is.
I mean, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Someone did bring up a valid point, though.
I've never seen that image. That's a funny image of the Rick.
What does Rick and Morty cover that JoJo doesn't?
That's the thing.
That's a valid point. It's a valid point.
It's insane. And technically with GER.
Yeah.
But you can never count on femboys, you know? They're making like a resurgence in 2023.
I wouldn't say resurgence. I would say an emergence. Because I don't think they ever had their time.
They've always been kind of more underground.
Yeah.
These
Yeah,
well,
for sure.
When you're as ingrained in the community as you are, it's kind of hard to see.
Yeah, you agree. It's kind of it kind of blurs.
You're used to it. You always seeing like the femboy porn.
Exactly.
Like this thing, like when did they come in the picture for me? It was always in the picture.
It was always. It
never left. So
yeah, it's like the Batman quote.
I was bored in it.
All right. Well, Devin has the card for this one, so I'm gonna go ahead and open that one up.
Yeah, I'm gonna see what it says. All right, and it's I can't open shit. All right, and the winner is everything is either a Rick and Morty or a JoJo reference.
That's what Tyler said as well. And also at the end of this, I can't do it right now because of the way the setup is. But after this, I will check up We'll look at the percentages and see what was in second. How...
We can do a quick rundown like at the end.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like at the end.
Like the end of like the whole episode, or
yeah.
Right, like after we're done with the awards.
After we're done with like all like
the
winners, we just kind of go over the numbers.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, there goes that one. Let's get into the next category.
Best hypothetical. Now this one actually surprised me a lot, guys, because when I look back on season 1, I think fondly of there's a couple things that's they mainly stick out, and one of them is being the hypotheticals. Yeah, it's known as the hypothetical season, and everyone it even made the bingo board. Like when Jowp gets hypothetical, you have to drink because it's so uncommon. But after seeing the nominees for this category, quite frankly, I didn't realize there'd be this many hypotheticals.
When me and Tyler were making the slideshow,
I was like, holy shit, it just kept going.
We didn't realize how many hypotheticals we actually, in our mind, they didn't, the conclusion me and Tyler came to is they weren't as big as they were.
It wasn't a whole episode.
That's what I was going to say. It's
season 1's hypothetical, like Blood God, whole episode. Last Man on Earth, whole episode.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Jowp, whole episode.
It was more like a quantity over not like quality, but we just had more in the shorter bursts.
Yeah, well,
I think there's just more lore.
We have like season 1 hypotheticals is very much of like
storytelling.
4 seasons in a movie or whatever the quote is. But then it's like in this one, it's more like episodic. It's like, oh, we have an episode of hypothetical, but it's not the whole season.
Exactly.
Right.
You know?
And that's gonna go into as well. Let's just get into the nominees here. We got the I don't know why that one's like that. All right, we have click next slide again. We have the Willy Wonka, the Battle Royale at the Chocolate Factory. We get canceled. What if we got canceled? The Add a Zero, which one was where if we added 0 to any aspect of our lives, where would we add it? Becoming Eduardo, that was pretty interesting. What we would all do if we were Eduardo. The Gerbil Isekai, where Eduardo was the gerbil, classic. IRL video games, another classic one. Me, Tyler, and Xenon. If we can make video games in real life. Devin going to jail. I had a lot of fun with that one. I thought that was pretty fun, honestly.
It was really enjoyable.
I don't even remember what happened to that one.
You weren't on that episode. It was with Xenon. It was like 94, I'm pretty sure. It was actually the same episode as
the video
games. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So same episode. We were just talking about like if it didn't even start off if you went to jail, it just went that way because we were talking about like pranks. And we're like we got
like who would go like the farthest and it's like
no, I remember like the premise. I remember like what happened to be in jail and why in jail.
Dude, episodes blur together.
Yeah, they do sometimes. We got Devin Inside the Metaverse, really early one for this season, to be honest.
That's like 53. 54?
Not 53, but it's definitely...
It's really early in the
season.
It's
the 50s, maybe.
Yeah. That's a me and Eduardo one.
All right, and then the part 2 right here, we have the multiversal toe sucking, actually a pretty recent one.
Honestly.
That is the recent most... Oh, it's not the recent, actually.
But also, I think that's the only Chicken Coop exclusive for this category.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
The Tomato Blood one, which is pretty... Actually, I guess this whole slide is just the recent ones, really. Tomato Blood, and then Japan Bar Brawl.
Which one is that in?
That's 102 with me and Eddie. We were talking about when we were in Japan. If we were in Japan.
They're live tweeting like there's a black guy.
Yeah, and I walked into her. I was like, all right, I'm fighting everyone. I'm like ready to go.
Well, live tweet like the Negro is here. Yeah, and it's like the whole thing.
Yeah. What do we got for this here? What are you guys thinking here?
Is there a way to go back?
Yeah, I think personally my favorites. I got it right.
Let me see. I'll just do this.
I think for me it's Becoming Eduardo. I got it. I'm good.
Okay, for you it's Becoming Eduardo. I think for me, I think that the Gerbil Isekai could take it for me if it was presented. Same thing with like Jowp. Like if it was presented on the podcast, it'd be so much fun. But it's the fact that it was a retelling.
Same with Willy Wonka.
But props is that we had Eddie here to tell the story, and it was fun like rediscovering.
Well, for me it was discovering because I had never.
No, for you it was discovering, but like for him and I, it was rediscovering everything that said. Yeah. You know what I mean? But it is really hard to beat IRL video games for me. That one, out of all of these, is the one I remember the most vividly, of like talking about it and the schematics and logistics of everything, and it was really enjoyable.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can see either. I mean, just think about pure length wise. I think Willy Wonka has a lot of lore in it. The Gerbil Isekai has quite a bit of lore in it. Becoming Eduardo was pretty much the whole episode.
Pretty much,
to an extent. So that one has a bit to it, and then. Yeah, I mean, other than that, Multiversal Toe Sucking also has quite a bit of lore into that as well, and that's a more recent one.
That's a runner-up for me, for sure.
And also unlocked variants like Hitler Eduardo, and it's like things that we've never seen before in the game.
True.
You know?
Yeah.
Newcomers
were not nominated, though.
They were not, unfortunately, but...
There were so many variants.
Technically, there's infinite Eduardos.
Yeah.
They opened up infinite Eduardos on this one.
Yeah. Who has the best hypothetical one?
Oh, I got it right here. All right. You ready?
Yep. All right.
All right, so your winner for the best hypothetical is multiversal toe sucking. That is crazy.
That's interesting.
I mean,
that deserves it.
We'll take the dub. Like chicken coop.
That one.
Were y'all really present for that one? Because I know y'all were making it, so I don't know how much y'all really heard.
This honestly, I think Tyler probably knows more of it because he edited the chicken coop.
Yeah.
I did not watch that episode, I don't know that. I don't even really know what happened. I only know parts of what I heard. I heard like Hitler and Warner.
Yeah, being on that one was so funny.
The thing is that you have to game is game. You have to recognize real. It was the fact that like Eddie and Eduardo were there at the same time. So it's an Eddie hypothetical with Eduardo, which we already know that's nuts.
Yeah,
that's a
goated duo.
And it's a goated duo.
And then Gabe came in, laid out the premise for him.
Devin's over there like
Hitler
dropping in like random stuff. And it's just like it all kind of melds together.
That truly was like the biggest teamwork. When I walked in, was like, what happened if the girl sucked your toe? Ultimately opens like multiversal portals. Stepped out, y'all started cooking.
That's really what it is.
Hitler, Eduardo. Everyone started throwing their little like 2 cents in there.
Yeah, I think Devin was like, Eduardo, let's say hypothetically, like you go into one dimension, it's like you're Hitler.
Well, yeah, because like, we talked about like the worst
work with him.
Yeah, it was the worst versions of Eduardo. So like, yeah, you're up there at the podium with Hitler. Like, what do? Yeah, and we have classic moments like Eduardo wanting to kill the woman instead of his Hitler variant.
Yeah,
like, it's a good.
I do want to go back and actually watch this hypothetical. I haven't seen it. I've actually been thinking about on the highlights channel, just going back and making all the hypotheticals just like their clips and just posting on the highlights channel so you can watch it. But I want to watch this one. This is one I hadn't seen because I didn't actually watch this chicken coop, and I was in the kitchen at the time, so I didn't really see it.
Yeah,
it was funny like re-listening because like I remember being at the chicken coop and like hearing just like here and there just the most off the wall stuff, and then going back and editing it and like piecing together everything that was said. I was like, this is when Hitler gets brought up. Nope, that's like 20 minutes from now.
No,
it's like
so far. It's literally a 2-part series.
Because Tyler comes and drinks, and like, all right, he leaves. All right, back to the story.
All right, boys, let's discuss.
Chicken coop is so fun sometimes. If you guys are not watching Chicken coop, you're missing out. Chicken coop is so good. Please tune in. It's only once a month. You're not getting it that much, and when you do get it, it's heat. I swear.
Yeah, it's truly a series that has like a range. Like we go one episode and talk about philosophy, next one we're talking about Hitler. Like you never know what you're gonna get.
It's even crazier too. Like to add on top of that, like another level is like we're drinking too. So like the inhibitors are getting out the window.
Edges off.
Anything can happen. Like Eduardo Hitler. All right.
Yeah.
So
next category. Variant. Which one is this? The third one only. All right. Best variant. Now this one's a classic. Obviously, it's got to follow up the best hypothetical because they're one and the same essentially.
Yeah, for sure.
So let's look at their nominees here. We've got Coco Stark Eddie. Eddie becomes Tony Stark, but with chocolate. Throat Goat Jose, the best throat in the factory.
True.
Oompa Loompa. Eduardo becomes the leader of the Oompa Loompas. Honestly, okay, this is one thing. When I was making this list, a lot of these things
moved.
What move?
Oh yeah, Eduardo image moved. It was on the Willy Wonka.
I'm just surprised. Some of these I didn't know were even in season 2. Like the Willy Wonka stuff, I forgot that was
so early.
It was like right at the beginning.
It was like dead beginning, really. It was like I think the second or third episode of the season 2. So I just assumed it was season 1, especially because of the tournament as well.
Because they're so ingrained. Yeah.
I was just like, oh, this is obviously a season like 1 thing, and then going back and making, I was like, no, this is season 2. So
to be fair, I think the actual event, because it was a Discord call, I think.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
I think the actual event was like, it's like the what's it called, like the feature song for like an album. It's like you have like the song that comes out like a single that comes out earlier. What's it called?
Oh, like lead single.
Lead single, yeah. So it's like it's like a lead single for season 2. So it's like they came out, but then like the album dropped in season 2. So it's like it gets recognized as a season 2 drop, even though technically it's a season 1. It's like the schematics get a little dicey.
But if you want to use that logic, it's like Jowp X was really a season 0 thing, really. So it's like at the end of the day, it's about when it was introduced, not when it happened.
Yeah, it's when they heard it.
Yeah, it's when they heard it. But yeah, I didn't even finish here. We got Rambo Devin also from that one episode as well. We got Metaversal Devin. A lot of Devins in here. Indeed. Carjacked Eduardo. And then part 2, we've got Smort Gabe, Spevin, Anime Gabe, Anime Tyler. I think it's actually 3 parts in this one. Yeah, there's a lot. Killer Queen Devin and Cartoon Tyler. Then part 3, we got Cartoon Gabe, Gerbil Eduardo, Dimension Scarred Eddie, Comic Book Devin, Comic Book Gabe, Tomato Man Eduardo, and Toe Sucked Eduardo.
Hey, what's the idea with Comic Gabe and Comic Devin? What's that about?
I was like, which comic book character kind of gives off Gabe energy? I was like, Bishop kind of my nigga, bro. Like,
when I picked up Bishop, who is that nigga, bro?
That doesn't. That's Devin. That's Devin.
No, Eddie was there in the call, and Gabe was like, "This is the synopsis of this guy." We're like, Straight up?
Who even is that? Who is this dude?
Hey, it's him. He's him.
He's him. Yeah, I mean, it was like we all discussed it in the group when we were making this proper. We're like, this gives off Devin energy clearly, especially comic book Devin. Like this is what I would imagine you would look like in that comic book, like hypothetical. This is the version I imagine you come out looking like with your spawn suit and everything.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Wait, I just realized we didn't do like any beauty pressure people. That is season 2. I guess
we
really didn't know.
No, yeah, because like mostly like Gabe and Devin and Eduardo from beauty pressure, but I guess they
don't really know much about it, honestly. And also, there's already so many variants. It's a 3-part.
Yeah, it's a 3-parter, and like they're all jam packed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, what do we got here? Do you guys have any
best variants?
Any ones you think in here? I mean, for me, I really want to go.
I mean, Throat Goat Jose is just a classic. It
really is.
Throat Goat Jose is so funny. It's so funny.
It's a timeless classic.
Yeah.
And the fact that like that's a foot long, and you see that.
Yeah. Look how far it's in.
Like we have the scans. The scans right there. Like
that is the scan. Like all of it's made up, but that's the scan.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I kind of want to lean.
I feel like I think. Solely because how much they liked the Toe Suck multiversal episode, I feel like Toe Suck Eduardo could honestly just take it.
But I feel like the hypothetical itself just like Eduardo was there, but he was just playing himself.
But think about like last year, hypothetical that won was Blood God, and then SD Devin won. So it seems to be a pattern where it's like the hypothetical that won also gets the variant who wins.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
But I could also see maybe a Gerbil Eduardo pulling this
I was gonna say, I
out.
could see a Gerbil Eduardo.
Yeah.
Personally, I like the Dimension Scarred Eddie because there's multiple layers. Because like there was the thing that happened with me, you, and Eddie at the gym where I think you said like pull down someone's pants when they're doing a pull up, and then it like ends up like going through like the mirror dimension, and like Eddie's like scarred and like going through that stuff, and like that just like re-brought it back.
And it's tied into Jowp.
It's tying like gym canon to like podcast canon, and it's the crossover that I loved, but that's just like a personal thing.
Also, if you didn't watch that episode, yes, that is how it is connected to Jowp, where Dimension Scarred Eddie is the reason who brought the Jowp Illuminati together to stop Eduardo. Yeah, so it is all connected back to season 1. That's foreshadowing, right?
I think I might actually go Throat Goat Jose.
I think I might do the same thing.
I want to do that.
I think I'm just gonna go Gerbil Eduardo here. I think Gerbil Eduardo's pretty zany, and I can see it getting some votes here.
I'll stick with Throat Goat Jose.
Yeah, I'm also pretty curious to see how the voting will turn out for these. Seeing if
I want to see all the numbers.
Yeah. But yeah, let's just get into this one. I have the best variant one right here, and let's just open this bad boy up and let's get this one ready for you guys. Alrighty, and the winner for best variant is. You guessed it, Toe Suck Eduardo.
Wow.
Yeah.
I guess it is kind of true. The hypothetical carries the variant.
It does. It does.
I wouldn't say it carries, but I think they're just related.
No, but it helps.
Like, if the hypothetical is so good, the variant will probably be good as well.
The R value,
the whole thing about
R value is supposed to 1. It is what it is, you know.
That's how it works. But yeah, like I said before, I'm interested to see if it was maybe close, see what was second place, and maybe.
Yeah. But this one, like the problem with this one though, I think this one could be a clear winner. Like I'm talking about multitudes of like double number 2. Just because there's so many, it split the vote.
Yeah.
Because people like what they like, and it's like we've already seen that. Like in general, the more you add, the more it splits. So it's like one that maybe wouldn't have won, skyrockets to first because everything else is split.
Especially this one, there's so many categories, and that also goes into what I was thinking about later for a later topic that's gonna come up here. Like, there's best guest episode. Xenon has like 8 of them. And if Xenon has a following, he might split the vote and not even end up winning, which would be crazy. But he'll definitely have totality votes for sure. You add up obviously he's gonna have totality. You know that. But there's a chance Xenon he pulls a Tyler in season 1 with better out of context, and he splits the votes and loses.
Do we have like a best guest episode and a best guest, or
nope?
We have. We do have both.
No, we don't.
But the best guess as well.
There is for that, or I just forgot where.
There's too many categories.
Yeah, there's 16.
We don't need that many. 16 categories already. You guys don't. Also, best guest seems kind of rude to the other guests who don't win. You're like, you're not the best, especially because literally everyone who was on this podcast episode is nominated for Biggest Chad. So that's enough, really. If they truly like the guest that much, they'll win Biggest Chad or at least second, third place or whatever. Like Xenon last year, he was second place, wasn't he, in Biggest Chad? Yeah. So it's like they'll get their flowers where it's warranted.
Yeah.
But yeah, next category, best nickname. We'll let the last year's winner introduce this category.
Of course, you already know what it is. Best nickname. Oh, okay, thank you. We have a lot of nicknames to go through. First, we got, classic Devin the Explorer.
Yeah.
Classic.
You have
Literally the first one introduced of the season.
True. We got Jerome Joestar, Josiah Joestar, Benry. I remember Benry.
Benry's a classic, man.
True. You got Dak Durdock.
Yep.
Eddie White.
Yeah, of course, Eddie White. How could you forget? Frable, which
Gabriel.
Frable, yeah.
I don't remember that one. To be honest, I really don't remember that one.
That seems like an interesting play, but who is that?
It's me.
No, of course it's you, but who's that?
Who's Frable? I don't know. He was in there.
That.
He was in the notes. In the notes, it said it. And I can't remember what episode it is, but I can check the notes afterwards. But it was in the notes. Okay. I did fact check it. It was stated. I did say it in the episode.
Huh.
It was pretty early though. I think it's either early 60s or late 50s.
Interesting. Well, moving on.
I think this is in like actual canonical order, like the way they're set up here.
Okay. Well, of course you got the Rizzler.
I don't think there's a part 2. I think it's
there's no part 2. This is all the names. I figured we had more this season.
No,
that's it.
Well,
all right. What do you think? I think we all know.
My pick is Devin the Explorer.
Of course.
Devin the Explorer.
It's gotta be.
If it's not Devin the Explorer, then
clear cut Devin the Explorer. I could see second place just being the Rizzler, just because it's the Rizzler.
It's also Zion too.
Exactly.
But like I think personally, like Devin the Explorer, it was the first introduced in the season. It had the wanted poster when it was created. It had the wanted poster, and it had on the chicken coop. Yeah. So it's hitting
reoccurring character.
It's a reoccurring guest, and the more familiar you are, the more you'll enjoy it.
Yeah, of course.
Usually. So.
And Devin's already known as the nickname guy. Might as well give him a back-to-back. Might as well give it to him.
Well, yeah, let's see if I go.
Let's just go ahead and read it off. Let's see. Does Devin go back-to-back?
Yep. And the winner for the best nickname is, of course, this Devin the Explorer.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, we all saw it coming.
We knew.
Quite frankly.
I honestly wouldn't even be surprised if looking at the breakdown, this one isn't close. Because this is just clearly the best one. This is clear-cut the best nickname.
Bring him up constantly, makes many appearances.
Yeah.
And then the outfit, like, come on.
Yeah, you made a cosplay of him. Just think about the creativity behind it. It's just like, you're mixing up the fact that it was a riff off Devin saying he likes to explore, he likes One Piece. Devin the Explorer.
His middle name is D.
It just happened.
His middle name already is D. It just fits.
It fits.
Everything worked in that episode. I mean, really, no surprise here. This is honestly the one that I'm not surprised about at all, for sure.
In terms of tweaking,
I think this one was easily just like, this was a wash, for sure.
Yeah, of course.
So this one, I'm actually very curious about, because we have two consistent editors now.
We do
on the channel, so
especially
it's like
for this season.
So I'm curious to see like the breakdown of this one.
I feel like it's been a while since I've seen like an editor moment, to be honest.
Yeah, it definitely has.
It's because we're so good that like they kind of like intermingle.
Yeah, they kind of just happens. Like,
it's like, oh yeah,
back when we didn't have cameras, like it's obvious when something's happening because that's the only thing that does happen. Now something happens, like this is par for the course, like just happens.
And even then, there's still more nominees this year than there were last year.
No, for sure.
Last year there was only like 4.
Yeah.
Because the editor didn't do shit. He didn't do anything. And I think all 4 noms were like me when I was the editor.
Yeah. So they probably were.
And then who Copium won, right? Devin Copium.
I don't know. Killer Queen won.
Oh, Killer Queen did.
Yeah, I think Killer Queen won.
Yeah.
I know people were saying like, why didn't Copium win? And
my vote was Copium, I think.
Yeah.
No, my vote was Killer Queen because it's just like
it's goated. Yeah,
of course.
That was an actual edit. It was like, it makes sense that one won. The people were.
I think that was the first edit.
People were actually coping for Copium to win that.
I think that was the first edit too, because was it not?
It was pretty early.
It was one of the first.
I want to say it
probably
is.
Because I remember when it happened, I was like, "What?
Something's happening."
A moment.
I thought I was actually getting attacked by an enemy stand. I was like, "No,
It's in your eye. It's like,
for me."
All right, but yeah, I mean the nominees.
Let's read the noms. Yeah, we got Tyler Activates the World. This one was pretty fun to happen in real life because me and Devin, we thought we were just gonna record a duo episode, and then all of a sudden Tyler just spawned in. Basically, it was a pretty crazy moment. Honestly, go back and watch that episode 68. We've got To Be Continued edit. Tyler, he was on something that episode. I don't know.
I think it's fair game. Fair game. All right.
As you guys know, Tyler used to do this thing back in the day where we alphabetically did things. We actually never got to Z, which is pretty funny. Never ended up getting to Z. But we did go up and we got to N. He was trying to push the boundaries a little bit. Editor kind of coming in.
Editor had to save him.
Yeah,
I think it was fair game. Okay.
Next one, we got the Jump Force montage when Jump Force left us. Not really permanently because he actually did make a return in episode 99.
Yeah, recurring character. Yeah.
Return character, yeah. But yeah, the Jump Force edit. I know some people were very sad about Jump Force leaving. He was a crucial part of the come ups of the JWP podcast.
Yeah.
So I can see why you guys would be sad about that.
Of course.
We got the Natalie Cam moment. It was a quick little moment in the episode.
Very quick. It took us forever to find it.
Yeah.
It took us forever to find it.
Where Natalie was just there in the studio when we were recording episode one day, and the editor just decided to throw Natalie Cam in the corner, and there she was hiding away. The Eduardo getting knocked.
Classic.
Another chicken coop moment. Like I said, you gotta be watching the chicken coops. If you're missing out if you're not watching these. Where Eduardo, I can't remember why he was getting knocked.
So it was the tequila.
Did it knock him?
He
took like poison damage.
Yeah, he took the tequila and he was like, "I take no," and he like he was over there. And he was like he was on all fours and he was like, and I think you were like, whoo, whoo, or something. And Eduardo was like, "Shut the fuck up, you pussy!" And then it's like, Eduardo, you're literally on all fours. You're knocked right now. Like, Eduardo's
this.
That's Eduardo. He was like,
everybody was like,
that was a W editor moment. But these next two, by far, I think are the best options here. They were definitely some of the most fun ones I ended up watching.
They hold a special place in my heart.
Full House opening. That's the first time we did it, and it was really fun.
That's
and then
my baby,
Pokemon opening.
Not as good, but it's there.
Not as good as
I'm gonna be honest.
subjective.
I was rewatching it the other day, and I was like, I don't know why I kept that many like seconds of the Pokeball rolling.
Dude, I don't even think
someone's like, he really lifted all the outtakes. He didn't.
Is that what they were talking about?
Yeah.
No, we're talking about that. They're talking about when
it was like,
it's when I lost my phone. That segment was not cut out.
It wasn't.
No, that's why I was like, why are we? We didn't clap, no nothing.
To be fair, I have noticed that because I actually for the Jungle Coop episode, I edited that one as well, or like re-edited it, I guess, after Tyler edited it. When I looked over it and like there was a section where like Tyler just left in as well, so I guess it just happens. You just miss things sometimes.
Well,
that was a 4-hour episode.
That was so I think sometimes a lot of times what happens is because the episodes are a lot longer, and I'm having to balance like different cams and like balancing everything, audio and everything, because the audio could spike, especially during Chicken Coop, it spikes like crazy. So I have to like cut the clips and then readjust the audio. I think what happens is that I cut the clip, the start and the finish, and like cut this out. I just didn't delete the clip. I just cut it and it just didn't do anything.
The thing is, it was like an out of body experience. It was weird because like we're like, all right, we're gonna come back after we find a phone, and we're just like everything. We start doing shit. I'm like, what am I watching right now?
I think what happened is that like also a lot of times too is like I'll like start the cut and then like I'm like, okay, I'm gonna cut out like in a minute, and then like it just keeps going, and then like I kind of zone, and then it's like 5 minutes into a conversation, I'm like, oh, when did it transition to this conversation? Because I want to keep the conversation, obviously. And then it's like, I don't know. There's a lot that happens with editing the Chicken Coop.
I swear to God, I feel like there was no cuts in that episode.
But I feel like personally, I think the Full House opening, it is my baby. I think it's the one that turned out the best. Like, because it was spur of the moment, but it was more planned. And Jose clutched up. Jose, you clutched up right there with all the B-roll of like everything in there. Like, all the B-roll that Jose recorded is what made that what it is. If it wasn't for all the B-roll, it would have been half the length. It wouldn't be the whole song because there wouldn't be enough content to do it. But the fact that like the whole like when I said like and Jose as cameraman, when Eddie and Gabe were like cuddling on the couch and Eddie pulls out his phone, like that was all B-roll. Jose was just walking around just recording random people, and then Eddie was like, "What the fuck are you doing, you loser?" and like re-recorded. And like started recording Jose, and it's funny. It builds onto itself. So I think my vote is definitely the Full House opening.
Yeah, I agree. Like that last segment, like where we're all putting our hands up. I just remember seeing like I was looking at the computer, like, dang, there's so many people in this episode, and it just felt special. I put my hand up, and then everyone else started doing it. I'm like, well.
The thing is also about I remember thinking this was pretty funny. I was like, the fact that no one's actually looking at the real camera except me. I'm the only one looking at.
You can't even tell.
Because I'm looking at the computer,
and you can kind of tell by the way my head's like leaning.
I guess
way.
you could like
leaning that way.
You could go like that.
Tyler's definitely not looking at. I don't know what Tyler's looking at.
But everyone's looking at the computer and not the actual camera. I remember thinking, I was like, that's pretty funny.
Because like if you recall, like Gabe, I was in the kitchen like doing something, and then Gabe was like, "This is the most people we've ever had on camera." Like, Tyler, get in here. So like I was moving and I was making sure I was in frame. And then I was like, and then everyone was like,
yeah. It's a good shot, honestly.
Yeah.
It's a really good shot. I love it.
It's a classic.
Yeah. And then last one, we got the Pokemon opening, which
kind of mid in my opinion. But like,
yeah.
But I think Full House has to take it. If not Full House, so Water Knocked.
Full House is. I think Full House is better than the Pokemon opening as well. The
Fair.
Pokemon opening just kind of like
It's mid.
Yeah, I don't want to say it's mid because it's still good, but
It's
not
okay.
Like, I don't know. I feel like it doesn't hit the same.
I feel like it just needs a little bit more polish.
Well, yeah, I think what it really needed is like, well, obviously more planning. I think more planning would help a lot because we kind of didn't really know. I didn't know what I wanted to do when we were recording that one. So
we're getting rushed because
it was so late.
That
dude.
opening took like an hour.
It was like an hour and a half.
It was insane. And by the time we were like done recording, we were like, all right, it's already 9 o'clock. We still have to record the whole Chicken Coop. It was the latest we've ever recorded Chicken Coop. It was crazy.
It was so late. Like I don't think I got home till like 2 a.m. Like it was so late.
Insane.
But
yeah,
let's
just get into I think Devin has this one.
Oh yeah, I got it.
All right, nominees for best editor moment.
And let's see, the winner, the best editor moment goes to.
Damn, for real?
Sorry, that caught me off guard. It's the Pokemon.
Oh, yeah.
For real?
We got it. We saw it on the screen before Devin could announce it. But yeah, it is quite interesting to say the least.
I had to do a take back. I was like, what?
Over the Full House?
Interesting.
Over the Full House.
Wow.
Let us know why.
You know what it was? It was the dip transition into the Jowp logo, but it was Pokemon. That's what it was. That's what it did.
They were like, they kind of hate you.
They're like, ah.
I mean, if you
transition of like,
if you really think about it, like even though like y'all don't really like. You think it's mid? It is kind of like memey because like you can kind of say like, oh yeah, it looks kind of bad, but maybe it's like done on purpose. It's kind of like memey, it's trashy.
One of my favorite parts that was actually intentional was like when y'all were doing the lights and you can see Gabe and Eddie.
It's that moment. It looks goofy. It looks like it's intentionally.
Yeah,
that one is intentional.
That one is.
That one was because like we recorded it. And it's like there's no way we can do it without this, so it's in. It just is.
I mean, you could, but you would have to like
the logistics of it would be so nuts. Well, that's like go in the hallway or something.
Yeah.
Well, I remember talking about it because like originally it was supposed to just be Tyler. And I was like, bro, it'd be kind of funny for like a blooper. You see like Gabe and Eddie just going like,
yeah, and then it just kind of made the main clip.
Yeah.
So that really surprised me. I want to see the breakdown of this one. It's gotta be close.
Maybe that's the reason why this one ended up winning. It's just the memeability of it. Maybe it's the fact that it's not as like polished. It's like kind of trashy. Maybe that's the Jowp appeal. That we're jank. That's what we always say we are. We're jank.
We're a spoof.
That kind of appeals to us more than the Full House is kind of more polished and like that. We don't associate with that with the Jowp.
It's too good.
It's too clean. It's too clean.
It's made too well.
Rub some dirt on it,
dude. I remember making that Full House opening. I was showing everybody, dude. I was like, look at this.
I was looking showing everyone.
I said it to Devin. I said it to Gabe. I said it to Jose. I'm like, hey, Natalie, look at this. I was like, Ash, look at this. Liz, look at this.
Like, yo, we ate.
I was like, this is wow.
I remember when Tyler first shot, I was like, no, Tyler ate with this.
That was crazy.
But yeah, all right. Next one. Hottest take of the year. Another one. I was a little surprised with how many there was because it did I don't know what it is about this season. For some reason, it just did not feel like we had as many things as we ended up having.
Well, there's
like remember we always talked about like in podcast stuff. So we're like we didn't have that many hot takes this year, but we kind of did. Actually, I counted up. We have more this year than we did last year.
I think a big part of this one is it's kind of similar to the hypothetical thing where it's like maybe it's not as big of a thing.
Yeah,
but I think what it is like we have more structured content this time. So it's like when you look back on the season, you don't look back at like episode 67. I don't even know what episode 67 is. But then it's like, but you know what I mean? It's like you don't look back on random episodes and remember what happens. You look back at the structured episodes. You look back at the anime 3x3. You look back at the movie 3x3. You look at like the stuff that we actually put time into and like developed into something more polished. So it's like they kind of fly almost under the radar coming into the finale.
I just think our hot takes weren't as potent as the ones from last year. Because last year we were a little nonsense last year. I don't know. I feel like these are still hot takes, but they weren't as spicy.
You say that, but like think about these again though. Think about what we're about to get into. Okay, so like we got Bloodborne is boring from Gabe. If you're a Dark Souls fan, it's probably gonna hit a little different because that's a game that the Dark Souls fans really suck off. So yeah. Unravel sucks. The anime fans be sucking that off. They're like Unravel's the goated opening. And then next we got like look. This is the take.
That's what I was a year buddy, dude.
I kind of want to take this take back because I think it's on the surface level, it looks like a brain dead take. Like it's like, how can this nigga say this? Especially when you go in and look, like this nigga had in his music theory right there. Yeah, like Michael Jackson. So I think on the surface it looks very brain dead, but if you actually watch the episode to hear what I'm saying, my argument does make sense.
Yeah, it's very valid because you're talking about the amount of albums and I'm like, okay, in context it makes sense, but it's still like, come on.
Just a better way to state it would have said his discography is overrated, not he's overrated.
He himself.
I think that would have been a better way to state it. And the more accurate way of what I meant, but it came out like that. Michael Jackson's overrated.
I like this next one.
Next one, Daedalus better villain than Kaido. Didn't really think this one was that hot of a take, but I got some words from the One Piece fans.
You did.
They were talking to me about this one. They're like, you couldn't cook a straight ass with this one.
You gotta think about this year, like the guano's going off, popping off, Kaido's popping off.
Well, that's why I said it. I was like, this is relevant. Like niggas are hyping up Kaido. He's not that good.
And we already know Gabe's a D1 hater. So it's like, he's like, see something popular, need some hate, sprinkle in some hate on it.
Y'all liking One Piece a little too much. Let me go ahead and hate real quick.
Let me put you in your place real quick. But you're wrong though. That's the real question.
Beyonce is washed. I don't know if this one was that hot.
I don't think it's that hot of a take.
I think this is a fact.
I would say it is a hot take to the demographic that it would appeal to. Our demographic, I don't think you even care.
Put this on Black Twitter, I'm getting lynched.
Oh, for sure.
I'm getting lynched.
I don't think our community cares at all about Beyonce.
Probably just like, I haven't heard Beyonce in like 5 years.
But put this on Twitter, he's getting
They're like, not my copy.
I'm done.
Yeah, but I think for our community, this is definitely the least tame one here, or most tame one here.
Yeah.
And then part 2, we've got BTS is overrated from artists. Another one where I think if on Twitter, she would get lynched for it. But in our community, do they really care? Who knows? Ava's overrated. Gabe and Xenon co-sign. Obviously I'm gonna agree. I've been saying this since day one, to be honest. I don't think
I've actually heard that take. I think it's actually I think it was initially hot when it got notoriety, but I've heard this take a lot online. Like people either suck it off, it's the GOAT, or it's like, it's just mid.
Yeah, there's no in between. It's like, either you hate it or you love it.
I feel like the mid category is like more and more people are gonna be like, you know what? Yeah, it's kind of mid.
Yeah, it
is kind of mid.
Yeah, this one to us obviously not a hot take because we all co-signed it.
Batman is,
but y'all niggas were dick riding Batman all tournament long, so we had to say Batman isn't him. And
which hurt me because I actually love that.
A whole ass dude in the subreddit posted a whole blog spot.
Dude, he pulled the skins. He pulled the skins.
And actually, this is his profile picture.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah. So and then we got Ranch Is It Good from Xenon. Such a brain dead take from Xenon.
Actually, smooth brain. No bridges.
How do you come on our podcast and disrespect Ranch? The fact that he did that was actually insane to me.
You see the moment where he said that, and all of us just like.
That's really us for the next one as well. When Xenon says, "I hated the Code Geass ending," me and them both
I was laughing. I was
like, genuinely, if you watch that moment, we stop and we're like, no shot. He just said that, no shot. That's literally what Code Geass is known for.
To be fair though, that one in context also sort of makes sense because he doesn't mean the ending that we think about. We think about the last thing that we see in the episode. Yeah. So I kind of get that one, but still hot take.
For sure. Especially, it's just like that. It's like surface level. The statement alone is crazy.
It's crazy.
So I can genuinely. It depends on how much of an anime fan our group community is, but I can see that one winning because that's literally what Code Geass is known for: is having the goated ending. And he just said he hated it.
See, I'm gonna go sleeper pick. I'm gonna go Ranch Isn't Good. I think
they're rocking with us.
I think they're rocking with that. We have a whole sauce episode.
We do.
We have a whole sauce episode. We know our community. We perfectly curated the top G's sauce or whatever.
Yeah, top
secret sauce. Yeah. It's like we've cultivated our audience to have exquisite tastes. And the fact that this man comes up here and says that Ranch is ass, it's like, no, get that out of here, okay? We do not accept your kind here.
Yeah.
But imagine Xenon splits the votes. Imagine he pulls a Devin, what Devin did last year with hottest takes. Yes, you did. You were second and third place, bro. And your second place lost by 2 votes. You split the votes.
I had 2 mid takes, and this happened to get picked.
Audio cut out. Oh, it's back. Okay. All right, we're back. Cut out for a second, but we're back. All right.
I had to say some ungodly things.
Yeah. But the internet just silence.
No. But no, I could personally see the Michael Jackson take winning.
Yeah, that
but
pretty hot. Yeah.
Since all y'all do copyright Batman, I don't know.
True. If that one wins, I'm gonna be mad if that one wins.
I can see it though.
It's not a hot take.
Look at the tournament and see those results. I don't know, man. I can see that one winning. It's a numbers game.
I can see it. Because the fact that he went so far.
You bring up a valid point, and I don't want to see it.
I don't want to see it either.
Like Xenon, both of those takes from Xenon are ass. Xenon was cooking nothing, bro. Who let him in the kitchen?
He's definitely cooking with ranch, that's for sure.
No,
that's for sure.
It's as if he watched the podcast, like, oh, the guy's like, Kogias, they like ranch? Bet. Bet.
He also likes Kogias. I don't even know why he said that.
I don't know, man.
All right, let's just get into it. Who has this one? Tyler has this one.
Alrighty. So your winner for the hottest take of the year is...
I knew
Get
it.
the shit out of here, dude.
I knew it. I was like
bullshit, dude. That's actual bullshit.
The amount of people that voted for Batman.
You guys are actually insane, man. What are you doing? We're disappointed. I'm not even mad. I'm just disappointed in this outcome here.
Yep.
What are we doing here? There was actual hot takes in here, and y'all decided, nah, Batman is him. They were cooking nothing, bro.
BS, man. I'm disappointed. You have upset me. Okay.
On the bright side,
we all won.
We all won. Not just one person won. We all won. Hey,
wins a win.
I guess all of our takes were hot. We all had some hot takes this year. I guess.
I think Xenon split the votes.
I want to see that. I want to see the numbers.
I truly believe it. I think he did because those takes are both so bad.
They're rancid.
I feel like he had to have.
Well,
I'm also curious on where the Michael Jackson one stands in there too.
True.
That one was pretty hot.
All right, get into the next one.
Yeah. Next one, best drip, a new category for this year. You know, we got the cameras this year. We had the cameras for like the last 2 episodes of season 1, but obviously we weren't gonna do a best drip for like 2 episodes.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is the first episode.
And the first one was just like us wearing random shit.
Yeah, because we didn't even know we were gonna do it.
We pulled up and we're like, camera.
I think I've told this before, but it's like Gabe was like, hey, I think I said like, I might have told you like, let's try it like schematic wise to see how it would look.
Yeah.
And then we got so that we were just like, fuck it, let's just keep it there. And I was like,
it's already there. Might as well.
I was like, okay.
And then the rest is history.
Yeah.
I remember because I had my Solid Time shirt on. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
First appearance Solid Time.
That's for a debut fit. It's iconic. That's a
iconic,
reoccurring character as well as the Solid Time.
But I think I had my Soul Society shirt though.
He did. We had some pretty good fits on that one. He had the Soul Society.
Didn't you? Isn't that the episode you? No, that was. It was the episode you wore the Jowp shirt, but it was covered by Society.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do. The episode, it was episode 99.
Yeah, someone commented those shirts are
I
fire.
didn't watch that episode.
Oh, well, it was in the thumbnail.
Well, yeah, but
It was literally them standing with the Jowp shirt on.
I get that. I just didn't know like I thought we were just,
we talked about it.
So I didn't know that. So then, so like I was like, oh, and Gabe's like,
yeah,
not yet. They're not ready.
Right there.
He's like,
there you go. Take your shots. The foreshadowing right there.
But
yeah, let's just get into the noms. You know the noms are. It's us. Tyler, Devin, Gabe, Eduardo. Actually, Xenon's nominated and Eddie.
Dude, I got that thing on though.
What do you mean?
The
Is that Tyler?
Spice
Oh, the Ice Spice? How is that?
Yeah.
I got my Anya shirt. I got my
Are you wearing
Ice
the
Spice
same
shirt.
fit? Oh, it's just you wear a gray suit, but it's the same undershirt.
Yeah, it is.
Pretty funny. I like how like everyone's kind of cooking and there's a word.
Little scissors. Dude, he was so happy when he got that shirt.
He was not. He thought he ate.
No, dog. Like it's a good shirt. It's a funny shirt, but it's like he was like wore the same 3 shirts to the gym every time, or 2 shirts, and they were like 2 sizes too small. And he was always like, I feel uncomfortable. I mean, buy some bigger shirts then, dude. What the fuck you on about? Like go to Walmart, buy like a 5-pack of like blank shirts that are your size. And then he walked into the truck one day and he was like, I cooked. I was like,
don't worry, Tyler. I bought some drip.
No, I'm finna cook. And then he was like, we're doing a Pokemon chicken coop. He was like, I'm about to. He said,
And it's funny.
I've been in the kitchen.
Obviously, I think I'm gonna go for me.
I think we're all just gonna go for ourselves. I assume.
I mean, but like realistically, I can see Gabe winning this one. Lately, Gabe has been pulling out some fits.
Yeah, like, I did try my best effort to not really recycle fits. I kind of did try and wear something new every time.
I tried that too, but
I think because my closet is so extensive, I can do that.
Yeah, I think the way I see it, like totality, you probably don't have the best fits, but like your peaks are pretty, you have pretty good peaks. Like in this,
I would say like peak wise, I don't have the best fits, but I think total just like
so?
I think I have longevity because I have so many fits. But I think
I see that, and then I see what you're wearing right now. I'm like, I don't know, you're kind of cooking.
But then you have peaks, and you have like Devin coming in with like the old middle school. Middle school Devin used to cook. High school Devin not so much, or not high school. High school Devin used to cook. College Devin not so much.
I don't need to try. May would
argue, but yeah. I'm gonna vote for myself, of course. Everyone's gonna vote for themselves, of course. You should. Sleeper picks, I could see maybe a Xenon.
He does like the fancy stuff on.
Yeah, he is kind of serving the whole like how to do it to him.
Yeah, he's very much giving my dad has money energy. Now.
As a meme that
and
I
then
could
the
see.
mask is kind of drippy. I get people saying like the mask is kind of clean.
like a dream.
The mask,
the mask is a part of the drip. So
that's what the mask is.
Yeah.
As a meme that I could see like intern winning.
Yeah,
might be interesting.
Or sleeper pick at water.
Sleeper pick at water. No shot.
No. Water wins. We're fighting.
Episode ends. Water wins. All right. Best drip. Is someone calling? No. Okay.
I'm not super much.
Best drip. That will be.
I think Devin has it.
No, I have it. It's right now.
No.
All right. Best drip. We've got. The winner will be. No surprise.
Okay.
Your boy right here. Like Devin said, I was putting it on in season 2.
He was.
Kind of surprised, man. Look at this fit here, man. What is he cooking right here? That wasn't even the award show. I just pulled out with a suit.
Yeah, that man was good. He was eating that.
Yeah. So yeah, not really a surprise to me, obviously. But I am curious to see the breakdown as well. See who was in second place, who was cooking second, and
who was the sous chef?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we don't need to know who was last place because that's what the next category is for.
Worst drip.
Who least drippiest? Who is the least drippiest?
I could actually see Eduardo like
wearing this drip.
actually wearing that thing. Like straight up.
Bro, step out the house. Like, what do y'all think? Rate the fit.
Y'all think I cooked? Y'all think I ate? Same noms, obviously.
I think Eduardo's got to take this one.
We gotta give it to Eduardo. We always dog on the guy.
But wait,
he's gotta win it.
I don't know. Some of the people been hanging on Tyler's fits.
They do. I wear the same.
And Tyler came out to her with like the what was the anime?
It was the Berserk shirt. It was like
it was even but it was like an anime.
Oh, I
the
He came with the Berserk shirt. They were like, "This nigga's wore that Berserk shirt like 4 times."
I wore it like twice, like 5 weeks apart. They're like, "This all he has is a Berserk shirt." They're like, "Dog, I have more shirts."
There was one time where they're like, "Yo, Tyler, not gonna lie, yeah, the Orihime." You're like, "This fit," and you're like, "Okay, what is it?"
They were not rocking with that Orihime.
Yeah, that was my ironic shirt. That was my ironic shirt.
Orihime, they were like, "Never with that again."
That never happened on the episode. They're like, "Yo, Tyler, look, don't do that."
Like, don't ever do this again. Don't disgrace my eyes.
But I still think Eduardo just has to take it. I think Tyler could definitely be second place because of that.
I can see it, yeah.
But I mean, he's gotta be Eduardo. Eduardo's drip his ass. He's got no drip.
Yeah, but I feel like we know that more than they do.
He wore like his Boyd shirt or Boyd sweatshirt.
The camera's not picking that up though.
The camera's not picking. But look at this fit, bro. Little size orders. Come on, bro.
Well, it's like for me, it's the fact that he wore that Boyd shirt like fucking like 5 times in like the short span that he was here in the beginning of the season.
He did. But yeah, all right, let's get it. Let's see. Maybe they just took our word for it. Let's see. We don't have a card for this one. Doesn't matter. Worst strip. Show me Eduardo. Thank you.
Yeah.
Eduardo.
God,
praise be he.
Eduardo's not here to accept this award, which he would graciously not accept, I would assume.
But it's just a clown situation all over again.
We can all admit this is well deserved.
No, quite frankly,
this is years in the making.
Of course, he's in
careful cultivation.
Yeah,
he's in training.
He's been training for this award for damn near his whole life, really.
Yeah.
But yeah, you love to see it. You love to see it. Best thumbnail, obviously a new category. Last season there weren't really any thumbnails, and now we actually put in some thumbnails this
we do
season.
stuff, yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's look at the noms here. There's 2 parts here. So part 1, we got Coop episode 3. I like this thumbnail. This was fun. This is fire. I think this is the first time we actually like put some
deep dove into like Photoshop
deep editing into it. Yeah. By we, I mean Tyler. And then episode 67, no editing. It's just funny to me.
It's just a fun one.
It's just the fact that Devin's doing that dumb face in the middle of me and Tyler fighting. And yeah, like I said, 67 tournament episode. 65, we're in Eduardo. Like what we do for Eduardo, kind of cool. We're all thinking, we're like, oh, it's Eduardo. It's pretty quirky. Episode 60, it's also classic, no editing, but we're posing. We're the big three.
The big three return.
I got my Bankai. He's doing the gear to Devin's doing his Shadow Clone Jutsu. It works. No editing doesn't need to be. Same with the next one, 69. It's just kind of cool. We're like worshiping the K-pop fan. It's kind of cool, whatever. And then part 2, we got 94.
94 is good.
It's fire. Come on, like be real. And then 96, we got Bikini Bottom with, I believe, is that the Titanic
and the,
dunking on the...
what was the name of the submarine? I forgot now.
I don't even remember.
The Titan. Is it Titanic versus like the... No, it's...
No,
whatever the name of the submarine was.
Yeah.
It was a sub, and it's like dunking on them, swimming through Bikini Bottom.
Yeah. And then we got Coop episode 7, the Poke Coop. And then we got Chicken Coop episode 5. I just see a lot of Chicken Coops in here because Tyler started cooking.
True.
After he realized after like episode 3, he's like, yo, I can cook real quick. And he started cooking.
He's like, wait a minute. I'm gonna cook.
And then we got 99, another no editing one. It's just like, it's just the boys posing.
Just fun, yeah.
Yeah, iconic. We're in the Jowp shirts.
Yeah, the first time.
Yeah.
I think for
Who
me,
we repping?
Oh, man, I don't know. Like
I really do like Chicken Coop 3. For me, that's kind of my ride.
I really like 5. I don't know.
and it's hard to see, but like it's like the faces
5 is
too.
good too,
We have the
yeah.
faces up there on the team.
Yeah, it's the small details that matter.
you don't notice. Like it's Breach. I'm like a redhead. It kind of just fits. But I think I kind of want to go 69 or 96 because I feel like just that one was so fun.
It also has some layers to it as well.
Yeah,
it was the finals. We're deep diving into the finals. We talked about
Titanic,
the submarine.
yeah.
He's
He's dunking on
it
him.
as
It
well.
was
Yeah.
topical.
It was pretty
But
good.
then
But
Chicken Coop
this is
5.
94 too. As
94
well.
just looks like it just looks crisp.
It looks real.
Nice.
It looks like I don't know. The editing just looks really good. So I think 94 is gonna be my pick.
Yeah.
I could definitely see 94 taking it.
Chicken Coop 7 is honestly pretty fire too.
Yeah, look,
Yeah,
I got my hat tip
And
in.
honestly, fun fact for you guys, that actually wasn't supposed to
Yeah.
be the Chicken Coop thumbnail. If you would tell from the fits being swapped, this was actually supposed to be the Pokemon episode.
But I liked
and
it
the
more.
Chicken
I liked
Coop-
it more as the thumbnail for the Chicken Coop.
And
yeah.
the Chicken Coop was supposed to be the episode one, but he just switched them
Because
it worked
because the
better. And I think
episode-
it works better. Like Chicken Coop is known for the thumbnails more than
Well, and the one we did for
podcast
the Pokemon episode, like it didn't feel like you said, it didn't feel like a Chicken Coop.
Yeah.
Even though like we wore the fists and stuff, the thumbnail didn't exude what I've like established.
Yeah,
I've
exactly.
cultivated.
And I think this one just worked. It was a good swap, a good idea to swap them
Yeah,
for sure.
Good like audible.
But yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna ride with 3. 3 is the one I just love 3 so much.
I think I'm gonna go like 96. I think.
And Devin, you're rocking with 94.
Yep.
2 90s in here. A lot of late game stuff here. That's when Tyler started cooking real quick. All right, but let's get into it. Your winner for best thumbnail is Tyler's got this one. Let him pick
All
it
right,
up.
your winner for best thumbnail is. Yes, baby, yes. 96.
What is it?
We take that. We take that. We
It
take that. We
is
take
funny.
that.
It's funny.
That one, I think I had some of the most fun editing the thumbnail, for sure. Like going into it, like I was proud of it. I liked the way, because like I remember I was laying on the table and I was like, Devin, take a picture of me, and Devin's like, why that pose?
I
The
cannot.
definition of Devin did not want to let him cook.
No, yeah, I was literally.
Tyler saying let me cook, and Devin was like, bro is weird.
Yeah, I was literally a hater in that moment because I was like, "What are you on
This look
about?"
ugly as
Because
fuck.
he told me his vision and I couldn't peep it. Like it wasn't clicking in my mind.
Devin was like,
He was not peeping the vision.
I was like, bro,
He was blind.
I
can't see. I'm blind.
and then I saw it. I saw the video. I was like, okay, he's cooking with this.
Yeah.
yeah. But I think honestly, you got to give props to 94. 94
For sure,
definitely had it.
94
And
did
then
win.
honestly, almost every Chicken Coop, except for the ones that
Really?
aren't edited.
Yeah, like
Like
the
every Chicken Coop is about.
6 and 7. No, 8. I mean, Jungle
Yeah,
Coop.
Jungle Coop was
Yeah.
fun too, but that was more basic too.
That's what I'm saying.
I wanted to
Those are
do
the ones
more.
that
Oh
are not
yeah.
edited,
yeah, like I wanted to give more to that one, but honestly, it was just a time thing.
Time constraint.
It was a
yeah.
time
It
constraint.
had to come up pretty soon.
It's one of those things. It is what it is, and I could do it now, but it's
No
too late.
point.
There's no point. But yeah, I
Alright.
mean, I'm happy that this one won.
Yeah.
It's my baby. So
And sticking on the theme with all these camera themed ones, we got the best
Best
screen
screen
grab
grab.
next one up.
I
Yeah.
have no clue what this one is.
yeah, so this one was fun. It was fun.
Pretty fun.
I
There's
can't
some pretty fun screen grabs in here. It's only one part. Actually, there's 2 parts. Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
We got the Big Lebowski. If you know from the Big Lebowski, it's the guys. He does that.
Wasn't
Yeah.
it also in the subreddit too?
Endgame?
Someone took.
It was Gabe.
I did.
Yeah,
I
it was you.
posted,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah.
I actually really like that picture. I don't know. I keep looking at it. I'm like, I actually kind of like that picture.
Kind of ate there. Though,
He kind of
too.
did serve
That
there.
fit was clean.
You gotta give it to him.
It's a classic.
Gabe soul searching a screen grab. I don't remember. Someone else posted this in the.
I think that was
didn't
Lynx. I think
remember.
that was Lynx's.
I don't remember this happening. Obviously it's a Chicken Coop, as you could tell from the
Yeah.
bar cam in there. I don't know what I was doing there. I
You're
think
soul
I guess I was soul searching. I was out here like, let me peep the viewer's soul real quick.
Gabe was like, I'm in a cartoon.
He's like, I'm gonna peep your vision.
I wanna be-
Yeah, you got Devin's seeking
Hey,
something.
yo.
I don't know what Devin's.
hey!
Devin's
He saw
saluting
multiversal Eduardo. He foreshadowed multiversal Eduardo.
somebody. That's foreshadowing. And then Devin's
Eduardo's right there too. Come on, man.
Come on.
Foreshadowed
He's
it.
wearing red.
Ah.
Come on, bro. Like Devin knew what he was doing there. Tyler tweaking another Chicken Coop. I think it's actually for the same Chicken Coop.
Yeah, that's the one I got fucking.
Yeah,
hammered.
Tyler was tweaking.
I got
Tyler was
hammered on that
lost.
one. Yeah.
I don't really know why he's doing this here, but
He's
was.
dancing. It was the dancing.
No, because Eduardo's down
because,
there.
Yeah, they're still sitting down.
I was like probably talking about like something, and then I thought it was funny. I don't know. I was tweaking. I was off a perk.
The shocker one, I remember this one. This is from when Tyler was telling the goat story. Eddie and Manny were like, what is
like a Mr. Beast like thumbnail there.
That
Yeah.
All right, part 2. We've got Eduardo pogging, which also I thought was pretty funny too, because I remember Eduardo was like, "When did I even do this?"
That looks like season 1. I don't.
No, that's season 2. It was not on camera in season 1.
Oh yeah, I forget. You're right.
And obviously the table setup is there too, and that's on season 1 as well.
I just like I've seen him do that before. I don't know why. That picture
does it a lot. Probably. The water incident, pretty funny. I did forget about that moment where, for some reason, Tyler decided to punch the water ball. Oh, I know why. It's because I was throwing product placements out of the way. I was like,
and then you tried to grab the water. I was like,
yeah, you're like, no product placement.
I remember there was a lot of people in that room that day, and we saw
witness. Natalie, you weren't there.
I was.
Were you? It was you.
I was behind.
Yeah, you was.
I was. I remember seeing the water on the wall. Like, poor kid.
Yeah, it flew like all over. It was over there. It was like over there. It was in the hallway. Like it was.
We low-key should have recorded some BTS footage. Like this.
Like literally, like it looked like someone got murdered. Like if that water was blood, someone got murdered there.
Like if that was Kool-Aid, it would have been crazy to see that scene.
Me, Eddie, Jose were there. We're just like, what's going on right now?
Yeah. Also pretty funny, someone brought it to me, it's like, funny how in season, back in the beginning of season 2, they were all like, no product placement for free, and then there's an episode where Gabe pulls up in a Coca-Cola fit.
That is me.
I'm like, hey, that's character development.
Yeah.
Obviously, we had the Whataburger thing showing up as well.
True.
Group pick moment. We talked about this in the Full House one. We just all got in frame. It's a good moment.
It's a classic. Yeah, Instagram classic. Of
course. What is that guy doing? Pretty funny moment.
Okay, so
not really funny.
What episode was this?
This is the WeebCon vlogs.
Okay, I was looking through the vlogs. I couldn't find this.
Really?
It's what happens when Devin's praying to Shia.
No, I know exactly what happened because I recorded it. It was my idea. Okay, it was my idea to have Devin on his knees praying and to have like parent.
Was it your idea? I just did it.
No, because you were gonna take a picture, and I was like, it would be funny because Eddie wasn't there originally, and then he was there, and I was like, it'd be funny if like you're doing that, and then Eddie's like, "Fuck's that guy doing?" And I'm like, "Who are you?"
You didn't look at the cameraman. You ate with that pic. If you did that, you got like his eyes.
I must have just because it's a shorter clip. I must have just like.
Sit past it, yeah.
Because I was skipping it, and it was like 5 seconds at a time, so I must have just like.
It's definitely in there because I've seen it.
Okay, because I was looking for it. I was like, I want to watch that again because it was so funny.
It was. It
really I have the raw scan, so it doesn't. I guess
we can go back and find it. It's not that long of a vlog, anyway. It's only like 29 minutes.
Yeah, but before we get into the winner or like us predicting, predictions. Who do you think is gonna take it, guys? Spring grab. Shocker was fun.
I really don't think anything on part 1 stands a chance. I think part 2 has the best.
These are just
these are like elite.
I think part 2 has the best one. Like I genuinely think it's a toss up between any 4 of these. I can see any one of these.
I'm gonna take what is that guy doing with Eddie? Because that is such a fun. Because like it was. Well, actually no. I
think group pick moment is just awesome, and I can see it.
Well, more layers too. For a screen grab, it's like right pick, wrong category. It's the right pick for like best clip maybe. But like the fact that it's the Eddie like a VidCon. It's the fact that the whole clip is what makes it funny. It's the pan over.
I
feel
like
funny
moments.
Funny moments that would definitely take it.
I feel that way for the water incident. Like the screen grab itself, it's cool, but like the whole moment.
It's funny because you see
the water.
You see a water.
Yeah, but the whole moment itself.
Just like.
Yeah.
But I think both of those is more like a clip, not a screen grab per se. Whereas the group pick moment, it's a group pick.
Yeah, that's a screen grab for sure. That's definitely my pick. That's the group pick.
Group pick. All right.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with group pick as well.
Well, let's get into it. The winner. I don't have it. I only have I only have one.
I think I have a couple over here. Dang.
I'm too drunk.
Yeah, apparently. And the winner for the best screen grab is shit. If I can open it, bruh. Is the water incident.
All right.
Respect the game.
It's funny.
Game.
Maybe this is a moment where the screen grab is better than the clip. Maybe it's because there's those times where you're like you think fondly of a moment and then you go back and look at it like it's not as funny as I think. Mm-hmm. Maybe this is a moment where the screen grab is a lot funnier than the actual clip. Maybe the actual clip isn't that cool. It's just
I think to like kind of add on to that, what you talked about is like the reactions in real time. Eduardo's like reaction in real time.
Like you said, like there's
like
a
the
lot
water, the bottle's busted. It's like going like
It's
super
it-
like
it's
above the
a
speed of
perfect
light.
screen
It's like above the speed of light. I'm like,
yeah, there's a bottle.
Speed of light.
I mean, I would dare say,
What is this? What is this scaling you trying to do for yourself?
The camera caught it, so it's obviously not passing the speed of
because
light.
it perfectly captured the exact frame. Okay, speed of light doesn't mean you can't be caught on camera. Okay,
I think that's exactly what that means. It's,
no, because if the camera can get just the right frame, because it's about frames. If a camera can get the frame, it's all good. But anyways, I think it was. Oh, what was stuff like earlier? I mean, respect the game, okay?
Respect the game. It's like I said,
It's not bad.
The part 2 sides were all toss-ups. I could see any one of those winning.
yeah.
And that, even if those are the top 4, when we look at the breakdown, wouldn't even be surprised. Those are
they're all good.
really good. Of course.
Yeah.
Let's just get into the next one. I believe that's the last one relating to cameras.
Or cameras,
so,
okay.
here we go into the best commenter, an award that you guys actually
Fan
asked for.
award, yeah.
And remember in episode 78, the midway special, we asked you what awards you would like to see, and this is the one you guys commented. I think the most, because I think 2 or 3 people actually said this one. So this one actually ended up making. Obviously, you guys said best trip as well, but you knew we already were gonna do that.
Yeah.
So, but this was definitely one we weren't even. At least I wasn't even really thinking about like considering. But you guys throw it up there, and we're like, yeah, might as well. Not many options really. Yeah. We only have 5 of y'all, but
yeah, true.
let's let y'all cook and. You know the nominees. You see them in the comments.
You know who you are.
They're not here every day, but when they're here, you know who they are.
I hate to zoom
They've
in
been
picture.
here for a minute.
I think.
Let me just list them up.
Yeah,
We
go
got
ahead.
Pinot, the OG, Ali Aesthetic. You got Lingston, Gabe
Defeat
Speed, and Jose
Mafias.
Speed.
Yeah.
All right, but the top 3 though.
But also, like, I want to throw in. Obviously, they're not in the votes because they're not on the screen. They're not in the poll. But I want to throw in not the sleeper, but like the ghost of Eduardo's feet. Okay.
He had his one moment to shine.
He had 2 comments. Okay.
One of them you two didn't allow.
Did not allow. And then I don't know who the fuck you are. You're not a commenter. You're a redditor. Okay. Which I don't know is better.
Yeah, I forgot
but
about that
mindless Ice Cube. You got us with the
that guy.
game. Oh,
I think it's the guy who like kept time stamping the farts and had a playlist. For
Why would we do that? We don't talk about that guy.
That's why I thought he was gonna mention.
We don't talk about that guy.
I don't know who you are. Mindless Ice Cube, dog. Whoever you are, just comment, dude. I want to know who you are because I want to throw respect on your game. Your game is not in the comment section. Your game is in the creation and cultivation of our subreddit. So
for sure, you're definitely one of the bigger
interactors
behind the subreddit for sure. But also, shout out to a lot of people who they didn't get nominated because they don't really comment as frequently. There's a lot of people who said, "Hey, I'm glad to be your 80th subscriber,
66
subscriber, and all that."
Yeah.
So shout out to all you guys. I actually don't remember all their names, unfortunately, but shout out to you guys. You guys know who you are. We wish you guys comment more often. You guys probably would have been nominated, but we still appreciate the comments you did, of course.
Yeah. But I think.
And obviously, shout out to the OG commenters. These 2 right here. They've been here since day 1. They were the ones who commented before we had actual commenters.
Gotta get those numbers up, you know?
Yeah. Got to get the interactions up any way you can.
Like, comment, subscribe, share. Everything.
But if we're talking about OGs, my personal favorite is Pinot.
Pinot's more of an OG to us. He's kind of new to season 2. He came like halfway into season 2.
Wasn't he a Spotify listener for a while?
Well, that's the thing.
He wasn't a commenter.
I think he said Chicken Coop made him.
Yeah, it was drinking.
Yeah, because the drinking.
And that's why he started commenting.
Yeah.
Every time he comments, I get a little smile on my face. You know, he's been there since day 1. So I like seeing like, oh, he's always saying like, oh, y'all did this for me and that, and like, it makes me feel special. You know?
Yeah.
He really likes us. He's a really good supporter.
See.
I gotta agree with that. I mean, he's not gonna have the same connection to Tyler, but me and Devin, we've known Tyler forever. Like at this point, Tyler's truly like it's like a parasocial relationship. We've known this dude for so long. He was there in the beginning when we were like cringy and toxic. He was there, and he was always like in the corner. I think he was there from like the Injustice.
Dog, like, we were like 13, 14. We were fucking young.
Like he's been there forever. So of course I don't have a soft spot for Tana. He's been following us day 1. He said even when he wasn't commenting in season 1 and season 2, he said he was always a Spotify listener. Even then, because he kind of got off YouTube, and then we eventually got him back on, obviously. So he was still supporting us even in the silence. He didn't have to like come out and be like, "Yo, I'm still here." He was just always there.
True.
What a goat right there.
Truly.
See, I'm gonna go more towards Linksist. I like a lot of his interactions that he has in the comment section. I also like that back when I was streaming more consistently, he was in the streams talking. He would swing by, like yours as well. Like it transcends like when I think best commenter, right? There's different things that go into it. Like obviously consistency is a big part of it, but interactions and cultivating that relationship is a huge part of it. And the fact that he's expanding beyond just the channel, but going towards us as people.
He's also in the subreddit.
He's also in the subreddit. Like he is everywhere interacting with us, and it's like not only is he the best commenter, like I dare say best subscriber. Like most loyal subscriber that we have, barring like not including like us, obviously.
I think they're all equally as loyal.
Yeah, I think they're all. I think they're all.
Well, I'm saying
even
like,
though we
I'm saying
don't
because
like
like I'm saying like,
there.
but I'm saying like because like I see him doing stuff outside of just the channel. So it's like he's not just subscribed to the channel; he's subscribed to us. And it's like that's the difference.
I feel that.
Yeah.
So I got a soft spot. I even like I don't know if we've talked about this before. We like make up people like it's kind of parasocial, but like we headcanon all the commenters. So like Ali, we like interact, like we make up like interactions like with you, and then it's like because we're always like somehow passing each other at cons, but never seeing each other. Like we go to the same cons, but like we never see you. So it's like we make up
one
things.
time, but
but then like she's like I didn't know you were going to WeebCon, I would have gone, and then it's like AX, there's different things that would have happened, and then it's like. Linksys, we kind of like make up the mystery of who is Linksys, what does he do, what is his demographics.
We have a bulletin board.
The whole Feet Mafia is like
the Feet Mafia just
it's like the twist of the Feet Mafia. It's like there's so much lore that we just developed.
We thought that the Feet Mafia would have expanded. It didn't, which was kind of surprising.
I think it's because there's no more feet.
We're not letting them expand. That's the thing.
Imagine Liz feet. I don't know, man.
We had to stop.
Yeah,
but I do want to shout out like someone like Ali. You know,
for sure.
She's a really dedicated commenter. Also, like when we had like no one really commenting, she put in like her 3x3. Really cool to see something.
That was such a fun first interaction too.
Yeah.
She was the first one of these 5. She was the first one to comment, and that was. I think I want to say she opened the gateway for people to be more comfortable in commenting because she left that comment. We responded to it on an episode and all that, and they were like, "All right." And that's when Links just commented. He commented the next episode when we brought that up. So it's very fair to say Ali probably opened the gateways for people to be like,
she's a trailblazer.
Yeah, we can comment here. So obviously, all these 5 people. No hate to it, even though we
dog on it, especially like the Feet Mafia. It's like
obviously you guys are supporting us,
but y'all just like, obviously you see the interactions in the comment section. It's just for show, man. Like like from the bottom of our hearts, we do really appreciate that. Like y'all take time out of your day to not only just view our stuff, but care enough to comment, right? Yeah. And to be vocal about all your opinions and all your takes. It's just so fun.
Even the times you guys decide to not comment anything, we still like, all right, it's understandable. Not like Ali said before in a comment when someone was asking her,
it was
there's not always something to say. Yeah. Sometimes you just don't have anything to say. So it's fine that you guys don't have to always comment. We understand that.
Yeah, I did find it funny though when she did come back. Links was like, "Oh my God, you're back!" Yeah, that you let me alone with thieves, both. I was like, "Dang, bro." I don't think he said that. But we know what he meant though.
I haven't seen you in a while.
No, he said like, "I thought you left me alone," and then like,
I don't remember.
Think he said that. I don't think he said that.
I don't remember that.
You got the pull up the scan.
I'll do it later, but I remember.
I don't remember that one.
Anyways, let's just get into it though. Obviously, shout outs to all 5 of them. They're all goated. No matter who wins here, just remember this is only the viewer's choice. In our decision, it's a 5-way tie here.
Yeah, of course.
Or at the most, it's a 3-way tie with the top 3. But anyway, we love you guys all the same. Let's see who we don't have a card for this one, but let's see who the viewers say the best commenter is. Who's their GOAT? Their GOAT is Linksys.
My boy, you're the GOAT.
You could argue probably the most vocal, and he might have totality the most comments, so you could definitely give him that edge.
You gotta throwback comments too, because he didn't comment until like probably I think it was like midway through the late 30s or mid 40s. And he's like, yeah, I've seen all the shit. I just like never commented, and then he went back and commented on the episodes. Yeah. He's like, fuck it, I'm gonna go back because I think he's like. Because Ali said she started from episode 10 or something like that.
Yeah,
Liz's episode. And then Linksys, I think he said started like later, but then he like retroactively went back, watched the stuff, and commented retroactively.
Yeah, so I'm looking at the numbers. It says he has 121 comments.
Yeah,
insane. Yeah. That's an insane amount.
Crazy.
Yeah, look at you. Go and then glad the other viewers agree as well. I remember when we were making this slide, Tyler was a little afraid that the Feet Mafia was too powerful, and he thought this goes into our head. Can't we talk about the comment section? We think that like Tyler thinks Gabe's Feet is the leader of the Feet Mafia.
I think Gabe's Feet was the leader of the Feet Mafia. I think he was, but then my headcanon was that there was internal turmoil between Gabe and Jose's Feet. Jose's Feet took the licks too many times. He's like, you know what? like what was it? It was the anime.
It was the anime.
And then like Gay's Feet put something, and then Jose's Feet's like, man, shut the fuck up. You always said like 5 animes, dog. Like,
and his list represented it.
His list did represent it.
I think that was like his coup de grace. Like that was his like his revolution, and like he stood up and he like led a revolt against it. So it's like a 2-party system coming into the Feet Mafia.
Yeah, they were like, it'd be funny if we look at the breakdowns. Like,
It's like
Gay's Feet, I don't think
perfectly
you're like there.
It's like 30. It's like
we support Jose's Feet.
Yeah.
No,
we got Gay's Feet.
Like when Jose's Feet like stood out, they're like, huh, maybe this guy's right. Maybe
Let him cook.
we don't have to
Let him
submit to
cook.
Gay's Feet's rule anymore. That'd be pretty funny headcanon.
But that's just my headcanon. It's just
Yeah, obviously.
because we talked about it before. Like the
We'd
reason
like
why the
say-
hypotheticals are such a big deal is because we love being creative. And it's just things like that that's dumb and means nothing, but it's just making lore when there's no reason for it.
Also, do not confirm or deny it. I'd prefer it to be headcanon.
I like the mystery of it. I
Yeah,
like the
so
mystery
don't
aspect.
confirm or deny it. Just let us
The only
live
one
in-
I want to know is like who the fuck Mindless Ice Cube is. That's all I want to know.
Is that any of you guys? Let us know.
I used to think it was Gay's Feet because they had a similar demeanor.
have
I think we
similar
all
stuff,
did.
yeah.
We did used to think that, but I think we came to the conclusion Gay's Feet would probably just be Gay's Feet still, like at the same time, or he would be Mindless Ice Cube on YouTube. Like I think the Gay Feet we would assume is like it was a fad, but it seems to be his identity at this point.
It's just like I never seen Mindless
It
Ice
defines who
Cube
he is.
post or comment on YouTube.
Yeah.
So it's like it makes me think that
They're
like
the same.
it's someone that we know.
Yeah.
It's just we don't know who they are.
Yeah.
You know.
But yeah, let us know if because I'm sure you guys are obviously going to be watching. It's the award show, of course you're going to be watching. Let us know. Are you one of you guys Mindless Ice Cube? We know it's not Linksys or Tyler because they have their own separate.
They could have an alt account though.
Yeah, could be, but it'd be weird because they talk to each other.
Yeah.
But it'd be weird, but I guess it could be.
Interactions, man.
Yeah.
Interactions.
All right, next
All right,
one.
classic.
Biggest Clown. This is a classic as well.
Yeah, I think we all know who's going back to back.
Well, let's just look at the noms here. Let's go here. We got obviously Eduardo, Jose, Devin, Gabe, Xenon, Tyler, Liz, Artist, Eddie, Manny. One more. Not way more. It's actually only one more. Because you're replacing Natalie with Artist, and then Manny's the extra spot.
What about Eddie?
Intern was there.
Was it? Oh yeah, he was the mystery last
Yeah,
time.
I definitely. Now he's faced.
Now
so
he has a face now.
Yeah.
I think back to back.
I don't know, man. Tyler said talking about back to back, but I think screen time really matters. And Aurora hasn't really been here, and I think someone took his place, and I think it's me.
I sure hope so. There's someone I hope it's not. I hope it's not me. I can't go from being biggest Chad to biggest clown. That's not an L I can hold.
I think Eduardo, look, let's break it down, right? If you look at a scat, like just purely on paper, right? You look at the interactions, you look at the things he said, look at the things he does, the way he dresses. Like this man has too many things going for him to not be a championship caliber person. He competes too well in this field. Okay? Like you judge a fish by its ability to swim, not climb a tree. Eduardo's a fucking tuna who can swim at like 70 miles an hour and hit 90-degree turns. Like this is his game right now.
Well, I do agree with you to a certain extent. I also agree with what Devin said. I do think screen time does matter here.
It is a big factor.
Eduardo
You have to take it
has
into account.
had
I admit.
rarely any screen time in season 2. I can see someone. I think at this point, Xenon has about the same amount of screen time as Eduardo does this season 2. So I can see someone like one of the 3 hosts here end up winning it. I could definitely see it. And unfortunately, I do think the front runners are me and Devin. I think we're the front runners. You think about, look at the hottest takes category. I had the One Piece one and the Michael Jackson one. I can see me and Devin definitely being front runners here, and kind of interesting here. One thing I don't think Tyler's even an option. I can't see Tyler even being top 3
It's a
here.
gift and a curse though, because like I think for this category, and I know it's in the future, but like the biggest Chad category, I just kind of fly middle of the ground. Like
Tyler's a normal neutral guy.
Like I'm just there, you know. So
I know the things I say. I know the things I do. I think I got this hands down.
All right.
You're happy?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm depressed. I've been depressed ever since we started season 2.
Let's see who the winner is for Biggest Clown. Wow, pretty surprising.
I mean,
it's Ranch. And
True.
Cooking us.
You didn't even say it
Oh
was
my
Xenon.
God.
Xenon is the biggest clown, and you guys are goated for that.
I thought they were too simpy to do that. I'm not gonna lie to you.
No, I did too. I thought they were gonna be like Xenon's our guy. You can't ever. No,
But he
I'm
can't.
glad he won this.
But screen time plays a factor. Last award show, he had one episode.
That's why he was.
Oh my God.
Dude, yeah, that's why they loved him so much because of that one episode.
They didn't know him. They didn't know
It was
him.
a goat, and
Oh
then
my
they got
God.
to know
Oh
him.
my
They're
God.
like, this nigga's a clown. Because I think actually at the award show at the end of it, Tyler said if y'all got to know Xenon, you would actually give him more content.
And someone did comment though, like every time Xenon's on an episode, he has the worst take. That nigga has a bad take every episode.
Yeah, no, I'm actually glad that Xenon was on more episodes this season. Y'all got to know that this nigga truly is a clown. He's got clown takes. I think he's came on every episode and said some clown shit. Like the ranch one. Like, what is he doing?
I want to see the numbers on this one. This one is very surprising.
Yeah.
I mean, like you're literally like, you're a newcomer, you're a rookie, and you're fucking challenging LeBron James to one-on-one. And like this man, he just did it. He showed up game day. He was ready to go. He tied up his sneakers and he fucking dunked on his ass. So it's like
he said, "I got what on Biggest Sound." All right, but I gotta change it.
54, 64, 74, 84, 90. 5 episodes. All he needed to get.
That is 5 times more than he had last time.
That's all he needed. He said, "Just give me 5."
If you look at an episode of Clown Basis, like Xenon is taking that. Oh yeah, for sure.
For sure. Love to see it.
Yeah,
that's excited to see. I was really worried for there for a second, but
yeah,
you love to see it. All right, next one, the antithesis of
what if he wins biggest Chad?
He's the biggest Chad and the biggest clown.
They're kind of funny.
They're like, I like that he's not afraid to admit it.
Like he's a clown.
That is not the argument they used for me last year. Yeah. That was the argument they used.
I like how he's just him.
Yeah, they were like, Gabe's not afraid to say his statement. So if that is the argument for Xenon, that would be kind of wild.
Yeah,
but.
I think
obviously.
Yeah, you gotta go for yourself, but like, barring yourself, who we got?
I think I got Eddie.
Really?
I know. I think Eddie's a sleeper here. I think he might got it.
Eddie could be a sleeper.
Look at that face, bro. Look at that face. I don't know. When he comes in the podcast, he's there. He kind of is doing his own thing. I
don't think artist Liz or Manny are gonna win.
I feel like
Xenon's not gonna win. I don't think.
I feel like our viewers
I don't think so.
might find Eddie very based.
I can see that, but I can also see them wanting the champ to defend himself. Because everyone wants to see a good title. Like, everyone wants a good underdog, but they like to see a good title defend. So
well, they also want to see parity. A lot of people don't want to see the same person win. So
I can see that, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, let's just get into the biggest Chad right here. Let's open this bad boy up. Mm-hmm. And your winner, let's get this one ready for the biggest Chad is the intern. Okay. And like we said, this kind of makes sense. Yeah. Respect the game. Devin said it. He kind of gives off Chad-based
energy.
Maybe he's a little based. Let us know why you guys think Eddie won here. I mean, just let us know.
That's the face of
That's the face of a winner.
Face of a winner, yeah.
And you could tell everybody.
I'm the man. I actually don't know what is next though. That was a 13.
Right here.
Let's get it. See. Oh! JK, I'm back-to-back champ. Come on, let's get it, baby.
And you can tell everybody.
You can tell everybody. I'm the man. Come on. You already know it was too easy. Of course, this newcomer wasn't going to come in and take my title. I'm the back-to-back champ for a reason. I have half a mind to go back in there and go grab my trophy from last year, but I won't do that. I don't need to flex on you. You know who I am. Obviously, for a reason, I won this. I wasn't even questioning for a second that I lost, actually. I knew I won. I knew the next side was going to say JK. I didn't for a second think Eddie won this. Yeah, let's get to the next one. All right.
Best non-podcast
best non-pass / Coop episode. We actually did have a little bit more.
So yeah, we actually did more stuff outside the podcast, which was something we promised. So like one of the biggest things we did was WeebCon. So our WeebCon experience,
the Jowp vlog,
the one and only vlog. Hopefully more in the future.
Yeah,
comment down below which one is a vlog. We have obviously the tournament predictions.
That was pretty fun.
That was really enjoyable. Yeah, even though like looking back, I'm like, even though I know it's not fake, I'm like this could have been recorded recently. Like I didn't watch it, but I was like just watching like little snippets here and there, and I was like, I wanted someone to be like, yeah, I recorded this last week. You know, obviously the Who Is game. Credit Mr. Devin right here.
Yeah.
Classic. We have the One Piece D&D. That was a really fun and enjoyable thing. Christmas Eve draft with a GOAT draft duo. That was really enjoyable. That was the cartoon.
No.
Was that anime? That anime. Okay, that was anime. Draft duo is back. Is cartoon. Yeah, so that's created probably the most broken characters in all of fiction.
Yes,
I would dare say. I would dare say.
You could get an argument for comic book Gabe being pretty broken too, or even comic book Tie Knot. Was it the one who had the Maker's powers?
Yeah, he's
kind of cracks too.
We had the second Christmas special, which quite frankly I think is the weakest in this.
Oh yeah,
lineup.
I mean, and then it's definitely a letdown from the first one.
Yeah, and then Week on Interviews, which is barring the obvious outlier, is the most popular video on the channel. So it's like there's a lot of stuff that happens here. I think my pick is. Honestly, I want to go the WeCon experience because it's so fun looking back on everything that happened, you know, like during WeCon. Even though I think the interviews is a better video, it's more fun.
It's more video type-ish. Yeah. We've talked about before. The vlog isn't very well done because we were new at the whole thing, so we were still kind of getting the hang of it. So I can see that. One thing I will say is even though I do enjoy the draft special, I do think it's really good. I don't want it to win solely because it's basically just a podcast episode. I don't want just basically a podcast episode to win best non-podcast episode.
Yeah.
So I mean, I want this to truly be between either the Weebcom interviews, the vlog, or even the D&D and like basically the non-podcast-esque episodes really.
Yeah, the more like truly non-podcast episodes.
Who is Gabe? I could see maybe getting some votes, but I don't think it would win though.
Yeah, probably
it was definitely a fad. It was like a meme that was.
It was good though. It was a really high.
Yeah, we kind of rode the high a little bit. We got a little bit off of it, but I don't think it'll beat something like the Jowp. I think it's really between the Jowp vlog and the Weebcom interviews.
Yeah,
it just depends on which one they like more.
Yeah, my pick's definitely the interviews. I find them hilarious. I love all the interviews. Right. Our mics, weren't the best, but you can still basically hear everything we're saying.
Right.
They are pretty funny, and I think I do find it kind of funny just walking around asking people random questions. So
and I like
love to do it again too.
Yeah, I love to do it again.
I have so many questions I do want to ask. Like if we do it next time, I do.
And that's one of the things like. Oh, sorry, I'll let you finish.
I mean, that's basically I just have a lot of questions.
Just like it's one of those things that like we talked about, and you will see in the future with. Yeah, you will see in the future with the chicken coop, the game I talked about. It's like that's one of the things that it truly does just come with experience, and that was the first time we've ever done with it. Like the whole first day, like I don't know about y'all, like I was playing it off like, oh yeah, I just wanted to scope it. I was nervous as fuck. Like I was like,
you think you were nervous? I was nervous.
The whole time when we were talking like, oh, we should go do this, and I was like, oh, let's do this first. Like my heart was racing because I don't mind talking to people, but it's the fact of like going up to random people, and I know how people are nowadays with the internet, like especially like cosplayers. It's like it is a big thing to go up and talk to them, and it's like.
My heart
was racing. I was sweating.
I was sweating. I was like, I don't want to do this.
That's why I was happy the first interview, I think the first interview you did was Sega Runner, the guy that I wanted to interview. Right. And that was even more nerve-wracking. That's my boy. Yeah. That's my boy. I was like, that's even more nerve-wracking. But I definitely think the interviews is fun. However, I look so fondly back on the WeebCon experience. WeebCon experience, the vlog has to take it from me as a creator, but I think as a viewer standpoint, I can see the interviews winning.
Yeah, I actually completely agree with you here. I think for sure, I really like the vlog as well because it was fun for me, and I'm not even in the WeebCon interview, so obviously I'm not going to really like it that much. But I had more fun with the vlog because I'm actually in it, and of course, I like the idea of vlogging. Vlogging is very fun to me, and yeah, but I can also see interviews win just because it's actually a better video. I think just structure-wise, it is just made better.
It turned out better.
It's also a clean thumbnail.
Yeah, I mean, the views do speak for itself too. Like you said, it's basically our most popular video. So
yeah,
I can definitely see it winning. But let's just get into it and see who our winner is. And our winner for best non-podcast / Chicken Coop episode is the WeebCon
vlog, baby. We take the dub.
That's another pretty cool thumbnail. I like that.
I like that.
That one was so fun.
Because we saw the sign, we're like, this would make a good thumbnail.
We have to, yeah.
Yeah, it's just so good. It works really well. We're all three in there. You can actually hardly really see Tyler because he kind of blends in with the background.
He kind of does.
Yeah, because like I'm wearing purples.
I got the camouflage.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, like I'm happy this one won. This is probably honestly this entire season my favorite
aspect of it.
I it's hard for me to say, but I think it is my favorite video that we did this season.
I mean, I find it funny
from my perspective. It's my most enjoyable. It's the one that like I can pretty much always go back and watch it and just like, oh man, I remember this. I remember this. It's like, oh man, I wish we would have recorded that. It's like, I wish this would have made the final cut. I wish this audio wasn't fucked up so that we could have recorded it.
Yeah.
You know, and there's so many things that I look fondly back on.
It also comes down to the thing we've referenced so much talking about this. It makes us really wish we vlogged AX. And vlogging AX, if you thought this vlog was better, was goated, the AX vlog was 20 times better. There was so many more fun things that happened in AX. So many more funny moments.
And even stuff outside, like just at the hotel room or going to eat dinner.
Exactly.
It's like walking the streets, like
the pool.
anything. The pool, dude.
There were so many goated moments in the AXF, and it's always gonna be. I think it's like top 3 biggest regrets.
Biggest regrets. Imagine catching a Wardo Minion hotel room in the action.
It would have been goated. It would have been goated. Granted, I'm still glad we did end up doing the episode right after we landed
with the
all
fresh
that
knowledge
content in there. But the vlog would have been so much better if you enjoyed that episode, which they did, because I think it was like 3rd or 2nd place in the best episode last year.
Yeah,
they obviously enjoyed it. You would have enjoyed the vlog so much more. It was way better.
No,
You're seeing it firsthand versus us retelling stuff.
Yeah.
The beach, going to the beach, walking around the pier.
Yes,
dude.
It's just what I think of every time I see this. I'm like, damn.
I wish we'd have done that. Yeah.
I do find it kind of funny because we almost didn't do this vlog.
Yeah, we almost.
This is the last second thing because I remember telling Tyler, "Yo, I look at want to vlog this." And then like the day of, we're like, all right, we have cameras now. So I'm like, oh, I guess
yeah, because like I didn't have a mic, and like the day before I went to Best Buy, they didn't have anything, so I like ordered something on. Or no, they didn't have anything that I like really wanted. So like the day of, we left later than we were going to because I wanted to swing by Best Buy and pick up the mic and make sure it worked and everything before I got here to pick them up. So it was like very spur of the moment. Devin clutched up with the idea, and I'm very happy that he did because it kind of opened a new door.
Right.
For the channel.
Exactly what I was going to say. This opens a door for us to actually, especially because we enjoyed it. If we didn't enjoy it, obviously it wouldn't open anything, right? But because we enjoyed it, it opens the door like, we can actually vlog now. And now we've talked about so many times
and it's
before,
not bad
we've
either.
learned stuff from it. And it just opens the door for us to actually do more content that we actually enjoy doing a lot more than some of the other stuff. Like the draft special, it's like at the end of the day, it's just another video we always do. This is something new and refreshing, just like how Coop was.
And it's us it's us being us.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just chilling.
We're doing stuff we would have normally done anyways. We're just recording it.
I also love the turtle. And it was like, don't fucking look at Tyler. Look at that turtle.
Look at that
and
turtle.
I was like, he's like, nook.
Let's look at the turtle. What is the turtle?
Turtles. Yeah, turtles is a big segment.
Yeah, love to see it.
It was just so fun, man. Like I look so fondly back on it.
I rewatch it a lot. I just be watching.
I do. I'll go back and like I said, I will rewatch it and just like every clip I'll pause and I'm like, man, like I remember this. And I sounds bad. I talk to myself as if I'm talking to like the podcast, and I'm like, yeah, and I'm going more in depth, like as if it's like a reaction video. And it's like I just do it to myself.
Like, they were like, well, you see here,
it's so fun. It's so literally. I'm like, yeah. So you see here, like I didn't have a hat. Now I have a hat. What actually happened? You know?
I think what we need. We need Tyler commentary over the
on Tyler's channel coming soon. Tyler's commentary over all the videos. He's gonna go back and do every one.
So you see what happened on episode 1. I wasn't really there, but I was like there in spirit. And
so let's just go ahead and get the play-by-play.
And right here, award line number 1. Throw it up. God, I missed that. It was so fun to go back and like if we actually cared. And like do like an Eduardo lie counter, like the Krillin death counter from T4 Star. And it's like do the Eduardo lie counter.
If we would have started that from day one, that would have been so fun. Just seeing
a fun running gag. It's in the hundreds,
yeah,
easily.
But just seeing the counter keep going up every time would have been so fun.
And it's a running gag. It's just like it's like. Especially because every time Eduardo's talking, it's like, is it there? Is it there?
Especially because Eduardo was gone for like an extended period, and he comes back. And it's like you see the counter return. It's like, oh, the counter's back. It's like in Dragon Ball Team 4 Star when Killer wasn't there for extended period of time, and then he came back. Like, there's the counter. It'd be like the same thing.
But yeah, I mean, moving on.
Next category. Oh, another new one actually.
This is
I forgot about this one as the category.
Very novel.
The best duo episode. I think there's only one part. Makes sense. There's not that many.
Yeah.
All right. Best duo episode. We have episode 53. Actually kicked off season 2. Pretty interesting enough. With the, I believe it's called Everybody's Mid and Overrated. This is where the Beyonce and Michael Jackson take comes from.
And Devin the Explorer. A lot of
right there.
A lot of stuff happening in that episode. Episode 72, the second draft episode. This is where we do the cartoon ones. Episode 80, DD Pressure. Come on, anticipated episode. You guys been one guy's asking about. Episode 95, the comic book draft. Another draft. I had a lot of fun with that draft as well.
Yeah,
I enjoyed that one. And then episode 102, the duo episode between me and the intern.
I think personally, I'm gonna go 80 right here, DD Pressure, because it's one of those things you hold so fondly.
Yeah, I want to go. But also, like, with Devin, someone like 53 has a lot happening in there. You have 2 of the hot takes in there, and then Devin the Explorers.
The thing is, like, I don't remember 53.
That's what I was going to say. But I do not remember, aside from the music topics, I don't remember anything else happening.
No, that was literally a fever dream.
Yeah. I don't know. Truly, when we recorded the episode, we didn't even want to be there. We were like, why is it just us?
I told Gabe, I was like, what are we doing right now? We are not cooking with this idea.
The episode ended up going really well, though. You guys did enjoy the episode. It turned out really well. It ended up being one of the better performing episodes that season. So it turned out well, and I did enjoy the topics we talked about at the time.
For sure.
Yeah, it was just at the beginning of it, we were like, what are we doing here? We had to, because this is right after the award show. We had no backlog. We had to record it. We would have missed our weekly quota if we didn't record that. So we just had to. We didn't want to, but we had to because Tyler was out of town. Eduardo was out of town.
No, Eduardo's a bum.
No, he was in El Salvador at the time.
I don't care.
I'll give him credit.
He was a bum, man.
Jose was working. You know how he is. And this is before the intern wanted to be on camera. So it was just like, because the intern actually is there in that episode. He's behind the camera. I remember. Yeah, he is. I remember. We talked to him.
Oh, yeah, we do.
Yeah, because in early season 2, he's behind the camera the first 20 episodes. He's there every episode. That episode we did not enjoy recording at the time, but
looking back on it,
we enjoyed it. Yeah, I could see that one winning mainly because I think at the time it did perform pretty well, even though we don't remember what happened.
No, yeah,
it did perform well. 80 and that's pretty much it.
So
102, I actually don't. Even though that is recent for you guys, it is not recent for me. That episode is old. Like you guys. You actually might know how old it is based on the topic. I actually don't really remember.
Look at Jamal's fit too. Jamal doesn't repeat fits.
that episode is so old. That was that's a backlog.
When that released, I'm like, when the fuck did Gabe have time to record this? I was like, no shot. This is the reason. There's no way he recorded this week.
Insane. And also a reason you know it's you also actually okay. I know why you can know it's long. It's June actually. The reason you know it's long is because the episode right before this, the Pink Tape episode, we talked about it was Pink Day, and that's in June. Pink Day is in June. These episodes released in September. That's how far along this was. So it was pretty crazy how old these episodes are. I don't even remember what happened in that episode, but probably was pretty well. Eddie said he enjoyed the episode.
It's a pretty good episode.
Yeah.
But I don't know, because 72 is the cartoon one, right?
Yeah. Long rant to basically, I didn't get my answer. Yeah. Basically, I think 80 has.
Yeah, if it was the anime one, I would have voted for it, but the anime one isn't here.
Yeah, because it's a special.
And the cartoon one, I think that one's kind of okay, so I think I might go. I'll go 53.
53? Okay.
Yeah, see, I could, I do think 53 or, honestly, any of them could win, but, it's just the 80 holds a special place.
I think any of them could win, except I don't think 72 stands a chance. I think it is the weakest one here.
Yeah, like Devin said, I agree. If it was the anime one, I'd put it on a higher pedestal.
Yeah.
But it's it's the fact that it's the cartoon. It was fun, but it was kind of mid.
It was mid. It was mid for sure.
Let's be real. No,
let's be real. Worst draft episode.
Let's actually be real. Let's actually be realer. It's it's not mid. It's okay. It's good. It's okay to good. It's not mid. It's a 6.5. Okay. But
maybe.
But anime is a 8.5.
Yo, that reminds me. Ty can drop his scale. Remember, he said he did the scale from last year. Hopefully he remembers.
Oh yeah, his ratings.
If you don't remember, this is your reminder. Yeah. Drop that thing in the
rate each episode. Yeah,
let us look at that. Obviously,
remember,
you can't check it out now.
This time, scale it down. Do a 10-point scale, not 100.
Yeah, but yeah, let us see that one. For sure.
But let's go ahead and get into it.
Let's look into the winners here. And your winner for best duo episode is.
Hey, baby!
Not surprised.
Hey, I'll take it. I'm happy. I'm because it did do well relative to the time.
Yeah, and it did really well. It's really near 300, I think.
Yeah, but it's one of those things where it's I hate bragging about myself, and it's because it is our creation. It's it's weird to hold it on this pedestal.
Right.
You know what I mean? Especially because it ended on a cliffhanger too.
Yeah.
We didn't get a chance to revisit it.
Also, to suck myself off a little bit, I love that jersey, man. That jersey clean that I'm wearing. That's the Jid Forever Story jersey. I love that.
And I got the classic Tyler fit.
True, that is the.
It was Jersey Day. We were both wearing jerseys.
Yeah. But I'm happy this one won.
Yeah, I'm glad you guys ended up enjoying Deity Pressure. We did think there was a chance the episode would have flopped. Y'all be like, we don't care about this.
I shut the fuck up. And it's bro's yapping.
Who asked? You did. Y'all literally asked.
You literally said, what the fuck
one guy asked, but yeah.
It was there. It was a common sentiment. I assume for every comment, there's 5 people
that said. And you know what? The one guy was? It was Linksys. That was your best commenter, so he's your spokesperson. Linksys asked for something, you all ask for it.
Because I just assume whenever someone comments something, usually there's 5 people, it's I co-sign, but I'm not going to say
everyone everyone likes the post, but
we'll give you 15 likes. I'm not going to say anything.
I'm not going to reply.
You said it for me.
That's just a cosign.
But yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy that this one.
Yeah,
it warms my heart.
It's our baby. Yeah, we love the DD Pressure story, and we've always referenced it so much, and now we can actually talk about a lot of things, and you actually know what we're talking about. Sure. It's not just more like a we can't get into that, but that's from DD Pressure.
Yeah,
we can't get into it.
Which we just gotta like sometime in the future get back into it, like the remainder of what's left that it's written so far.
Next category, second to I guess there's 17 actually. Yeah. I thought there was 16. Next one, best episode. I think this is only there's 2 parts to this one actually.
I will say, who the fuck is guessing that one before? That's over there.
All right, first one, episode 54. What the Dog Did. Electric Boogaloo. Crazy title.
Yeah, we named that one. Yeah.
Episode 55, the most controversial episode yet, with Jose's first time being a guest, was kind of funny. The guy used to be a host, now being a guest. Episode 64, Xenon is the Rizzler, so where the nickname comes from. Episode 65, What is Eduardo? The episode where we talk about us becoming Eduardo for a second. Episode 69, we met a K-pop, the biggest K-pop stan, something like that. Yeah. Something about we met a K-pop stan. Yeah. With artist getting her debut, which is pretty surprising to me. I never thought she would have been on a podcast episode. It's really cool to get her on.
But she wanted to. She's
been talking about it.
It was really cool to get her on. Episode 74. Most controversial episode yet? No.
He said let's start
controversy.
Let's
conspire controversy. That's what it is.
Talking about conspiracy theories,
Yeah, let's conspire controversy.
And that one's actually on the
This is really testing my memory because there's no titles here, so I have to just remember them. All right, and then next page, we have
intern. I forget the name.
Yeah. Our intern is the Swiftie. Episode 81.
Dang, bro, I get your mouth a lot wide.
Mine?
No, Tyler.
He's surprised. The intern's here. What?
I was caught off guard.
His debut, which another one we also didn't think the intern would ever made his debut on camera as well, but things change. Episode 82. I guess we actually kind of wanted to have for a little bit as well. Manny, we went one of the OGs. 83, bringing back a true goat here. Sure, Liz came back. We talked to a real anime voice actor. Episode 84, video games in real life. I'm pretty sure is just the title. Episode 84. If you watched the time capsule episode, but I hope you guys did. This is the episode we predicted would have been goated, and it did end up popping off. We don't know yet if it won best episode, but we did.
I manifested it. Remember, I was like,
we predicted. We were like, this episode's about to eat, and then it did. It did eat. The episode's goated. And then episode 94, we traveled through time. I'm pretty sure with Xenon as well to 4. You know,
I'll be honest, I don't remember what that episode was about.
We traveled through time.
Yeah, I'm assuming we traveled through time somehow.
Yeah,
I think it's the same assumption. Yeah.
Episode 101, the last one, the Jowp Pink Tape, with a pretty interesting cast with Eduardo, me, and
bit of
Eddie.
a strange cast.
Yeah, all wearing pink.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna lie, I want to ride or die for 84. But if it wasn't for, because I manifested it, I was like, this is going to eat. And it did eat.
We all manifested it,
a newcomer came up with 101, and that was just street heat. 101 is street heat.
You're rocking with 101 that hard?
It's a new duo. It's fresh.
Trio.
Oh, yeah, trio. That's what I meant. Yeah, trio. It's fresh. Y'all really, y'all can like ping pong off each other really well. I think it's really good.
84 is a new trio, too. Me, Tyler, and Xenon have never been on an episode before that one.
By yourselves?
Yeah, not like together.
Oh.
Look! What? You can see all the Xenon episodes. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
he was there in the first one, actually.
But what I'm saying is, like, it's just us 3.
Yeah. With
the new trio.
Yeah.
Who's on 94?
94? Which one?
Is it 94? 94.
Yeah, I said first.
Yeah.
So, because if you look back, you can't see here, Devin, but 64 was me, you, and Xenon. Oh, that's 54, I mean. 64 is you, Tyler Xenon. 74 is Eduardo Tyler Xenon.
And artist.
Double guest episode. And then you get to 84, which is us 3, and then 94 is the same.
84 is actually right after WeebCon.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
he taught us the hat on.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. 101, just something about it. It just feels like an actual podcast episode, and that's why it just feels fun.
You say that every time you're not on an episode, Devin.
It feels like a podcast episode because you're like not there, you're not in the podcast.
I think it's just.
Well, I feel like when I'm on a podcast episode, we're like structure. But when I'm not on it, you're like, let's just talk about anything random and let's just see where it goes.
I don't know.
I feel like that's just like I can't even think of what the bias is called, but it's just like
I'm biased.
It's like anti himself bias.
Well,
He's like, I was there. I lived it. Ain't the same. I wasn't there. This is new to me.
I was gonna say survivor bias, probably. That's not what that is at all. But I think I'm gonna have to go with 84. Not only because the trio was fun, the topics were fun, but it's like the hypothetical itself of just like video games in real life. I did think it could have won best hypothetical too. So it's like it's such a fun hypothetical. It was fun thinking about the schematics, the logistics of everything. It was just such an enjoyable episode to record. And it's like one of those when you record it, like there are, and we talked about this before. So some episodes you record and it's like, man, that shit was ass. Like that was terrible. And then that one, it's like that's like, okay, that was pretty good. That was a pretty good episode. We knew it was good. Yeah.
And honestly, it's also when we were in our little like streak of straight 80 to 84. We're like, all right, it's the Gabe and Tyler arc right now. We're about to go on a streak where you start off with the duo episode. We said we're gonna hit straight guest for straight 4 episodes, and that's what you see here. You see me getting with Eddie, and then we got Manny, and then we got Liz, and then we got Xenon. It was pretty crazy. I don't remember what 85 is actually.
I don't remember either.
Oh, I think it's the 3x3 episode. One of the 3x3s. I don't remember. But either one. Either point. That was pretty fun. That whole streak of just having guests straight up was pretty fun. And there's so many good episodes. Like the Liz episode's really good too. The Manny episode was fun. The intern first episode was really fun. True. So many good ones here. Hard to pick, really, for me. I kind of want to just rock with what we manifested and just say 84 as well. But there's so many good ones. And I'm really not mad at anything winning here. Because how can you be? They're all really good. Shout out to all these guests. You guys made these episodes great, obviously.
Look at these thumbnails, too. These thumbnails are just amazing.
Yeah. Let's get into it. The winner for the best guest episode is... Wow, no one in the Reddit. Episode 54. What the dog did.
Back to
the title determined the win. Is that what it is, guys?
It was what the dog did?
Is that what? Are you guys mad that what the dog is doing didn't win last season? So you're like, all right, well, what the dog did's gonna win this year.
It didn't win last year. I thought it went back to back.
And that's why they got mad. They got mad. They were like, they called for a revote. Remember? They got so mad that it didn't win. They're like, revote. We call for a revote.
I mean, to be fair, this is also a good
episode.
No,
I do think this episode's really good too. So I don't think it's completely unwarranted. It's not like a Batman thing where I'm like, why did Batman win this? Like, I can see this one winning. It was a good episode for sure. It was the first time we brought Xenon back since his pilot episode that everyone loved back. And I think it kind of, as far as sequels go, it was a really good sequel. It really definitely lived up. I think of the trilogy, like the first trilogy, I think it was better than the third movie for sure.
Like how most trilogies go.
True.
Yeah. Usually. You go 1, 2, goated, and then 3.
I guess just trying to money grab.
Yeah, 3 definitely was a money grab. Let's be real. 64, that was a money grab.
To be fair, because that was me, Tyler, and Xeon, right?
Yeah.
Me, Tyler, and looked at each other like, what do we do here? Yeah, we looked at the ingredients.
It's like,
I think that was the first time without me. Wasn't that the first episode without me?
We looked at the ingredients. You were like, I don't know what to do here. I'm not gonna captain. Because like during that time, nothing was really happening. Like, what do we even say here?
I'm actually surprised because I thought Xenon having 5 in here would have split the votes, and I didn't think he would win. But even still, his fan base stands strong, and they still get the dub out here. No, back to back, best guest episode wins for Xenon. Pretty crazy. And actually, his first one won, and his second one won. Interesting. Yep. I definitely want to see the breakdown for this one too. I'm curious to see what was.
I do think that there's an extra sneak. Yeah, there's a couple more.
There's 8.
I think there's 19.
No way.
Is there an auto? Oh wait, I'm not saying anything.
What's the episode title?
No, I don't think that's one. That was like one? No, that's not one. I'm pretty sure this is it.
Okay.
All right. Best Chicken Coop episode.
Wah wah.
Wah wah. Walkie slush. All right.
Walkie slush.
Let's get it. This is
obviously you have all the chicken coops.
Yeah, all the chicken. Not many to pick from. There's only 8.
There's 8.
They got them all. 1, we are creamy boys. Something about that.
Yeah.
2, video game cocktail hour.
Yeah.
3,
these drinks are the bomb.
Nope, that's... Oh, yeah, that's it. Okay.
Yep. These 4, that's what it is.
4 is Cinco de Mayo. Feliz Cinco de Mayo.
Yep. Okay.
I do. 5 is Drinks of the Science Team. 6 is Disney No Sua. 7 is Poke Coop. And then 8 is Jungle...
Jungle Coop.
No, it's Chicken Coop Jungle Adventure.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
I know these because I made them.
It's like I know the ones I made and you know the ones you make. It's always weird how that works out, right? It's almost like we know what we did.
Is that you or Eduardo in that thumbnail with me?
That's Eduardo.
It's Eduardo.
Okay.
I also thought it was me.
I thought it was Gabe.
I remember I was like debating like that's not. I was like, oh, it's Gabe. And I realized like, wait, Gabe's like a different shirt in the episode.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Tyler said that when we were also making the slideshow, he was like, that's you. I was like, no, that's Eduardo. You can tell from the skin complexion that's Eduardo.
You can barely see his skin.
The hand poking through under Devin's elbow. That's
you can't see from here, but like when you're closer, you can see.
I look
water
orange in
from
that picture. What the fuck?
Yeah, and then also the shirt as well.
That's just your skin tone, man.
Yeah, it's also the lighting.
Yeah, I look damn near orange in that.
I don't know why it's like such a low shot. That's kind of weird.
It's Jose.
It's like
that was
crotch
Eddie.
cam.
That was Eddie, I think.
Yeah, I mean it's still a good thumbnail. I
Yeah.
do like it.
I like
It's kind of weird to Eduardo being like the grudge in the background.
Yeah, Tyler's like looking off in the distance. I'm the only
Yeah.
one looking at the camera.
Well, because I wanted to play of like a like if you ever see like images of explorers back in like 1800s, they're always like looking off in the distance. Like
Yeah.
they never look at
like
the
an
camera.
album picture.
Low key.
It kind of goes like.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, what are we thinking here? I mean, there's not really.
I think
one
two
thing I'll
takes
just say 6 is not in contention. 6 is probably the. I think the worst episodes are 6 and 4. I think those are the worst ones.
Oh,
The worst drink is 5. Probably. Totality.
For sure, but
yeah, I agree. 6 and 4 are probably the worst. But I think 2 takes it.
2 was.
I mean,
obviously,
view-wise,
I got
it is
hammered,
obviously
so I
the
always
best.
like the drinks.
yeah.
I think it's between 2 and 9 because 9 was.
Honestly,
I'm at 8.
I was
I'm at 8.
he said 9.
He's manifesting.
No, I think I might actually go 3. I think
Three?
the atmosphere is there. Obviously, the thumbnail's good. I like the drinks. The drinks were good. I think
one's three?
everything kind of was going for 3's favor in this one.
3 definitely had really good drinks for
Which
sure.
one was 3?
It was the one we
Bomb
did like the
ones.
Oh, the bomb ones?
bombs,
Okay,
like
yeah,
the
that was a
Vegas
good one.
bomb and the,
I think my
our bomb
favorite
was ass, but that was the only one that was bad.
Yeah.
I think my
Vegas
favorite
bomb
drink
was
came
so
from that
good.
one, like the Las Vegas bomb.
The,
Yeah,
it's the Vegas bomb.
was
It's the
so
one with the
good,
Red
man.
Bull and the
Yeah,
cranberry
yeah.
vodka.
Yep.
Yeah.
I chugged it. It was so good.
Same here.
Yeah,
I
for
remember
sure.
because like I think you said like I don't like Red Bull and I was like
I know because I
Yeah, I was
was
like
like-
Red Bull either.
and I was like
yeah.
you're not like this.
Tyler was like, "Let me cook."
and I was like drop it. It's like that's just apple juice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was so good. I remember after I did that too, I went to work the next day and told one of my friends he's an avid drinker, and I was like, have you ever had the Vegas bomb? I was like, yes, I've had a Vegas bomb. What do you think I am? I, was like, I just had it for the first time. It went crazy. He's like, you're a rookie, bro. Get your numbers up. I thought I ate with. I was like, you ain't never heard of the Vegas bomb. He's like, that is like a common drink, bro. What are you doing? But yeah, dude, that drink was really good. I want to go 5 though. 5. The atmosphere is there.
See,
too.
the atmosphere
atmosphere
is
is
it's just
there.
for me.
You have
I,
Liz there. Liz is a goat.
see, like the thing is like I obviously like if you go from a pure viewer's perspective, yeah, probably. And then obviously Jungle Coop was fun because like the card games, and then Disney Don't Sue Us was the toe sucking, I think.
No, that's
No,
Cookie
it's
Coop.
not. What do you
Oh, that
mean?
is Poke Coop.
Yeah.
Oh damn, I forgot. Anyways,
we don't talk about jack shit in 6.
That's what I'm saying. 6 is ass. 6 is definitely the
so
worst.
seven.
one.
So Poke Coop was the toe sucking, and it's like the audience is there. It's just like I just like for me because I'm the one that was in it. It's like yeah, I take into account the drinks, and for me the drinks just were not there for that one.
For which one? 5.
For 5.
Dude, the drinks were really bad, honestly. I don't think there was.
They were
one
more
drink-
for
I don't think there
fun.
was one good drink there, really.
There was I can't remember which one it was,
Nah,
but it's the one that
cap.
everyone kept drinking it.
I think the only one where like, oh, this is decent is like the porta fluid. I think that was like, oh, the porta fluid.
It's okay.
It was like, okay. I think that's the only one. I'm like, this is okay. And then
Yeah, that was more of an ambiance episode, but it's like I for me it's hard for me to go away from that.
yeah.
It is a fun
I see what
episode.
you mean. Like, if you're just talking about like everything taking into account, I think you got to go 2 or 3 then, because the drinks in 2 and 3 were both good, and then
Yeah.
the atmosphere is really good as well in both of those episodes.
Yeah.
But I'm still gonna ride with 5. I think 5 is really.
I
fun.
think from a fan's perspective, I can see 5 taking it.
But they did enjoy 8 though. Like they did enjoy us like that like atmosphere of us playing games and stuff.
So, what are you thinking, Devin? You saying 2? You're rocking with 2?
Yeah, I'll go 2.
Okay.
All
And your
right,
winner
let's see.
for best chicken coop is
Do-do-do-do-do.
2.
Episode
okay.
2. Okay.
Yeah, episode
Yep, I
2.
mean, the viewers didn't lie there. I mean, they said. Makes sense. I mean, I haven't rewatched the episode really since it
No,
happened.
Yeah.
But I do remember the episode being really good. And obviously, like we said, the drinks were. Tyler got hammered, so obviously the drinks were
I
good.
got
He drank them
hammered,
all. They're obviously really good.
And like
he was
I
cooking.
think a big part of it too is that like we all brought 2 drinks. So it's like we were making not just like a set list. It was like we all had our own drinks that we brought. that
Yeah,
to make.
and with every drink, we kind of like told like a little story because like gaming,
Why we picked that, yeah.
gaming something fun to all of us. We're all gamers,
Mhm.
and we each
Gaming.
like
We also did the video game trivia in that
Oh, yeah,
episode
true.
too. So I definitely see why this one won. There's a lot going on in this episode.
For
it was
sure.
really good. Not even mad at this one.
No.
Deserves the win for sure.
Props is props. Game is game.
game is
Dub's a dub.
Yep.
All right.
But now the big one, the
Best
final one,
episode.
the definitive GOAT. This one's in 3 parts because obviously.
3 hosts, 3 parts.
Yep. All right, I'll go ahead and read these off. Actually, I can read the first one. We'll just go
Yeah.
all down the line. All right, first part. We have episode 77, the team music tournament. Gabe, Devin, and Tyler begin a series where they spin a wheel, determine the category, and draft songs for a tournament. so much fun in recording that one, and I'm glad we started that as a series. Obviously, you guys enjoyed it too. One of the more well-received videos on the channel.
Also, you could tell like I'm plastered in that thumbnail. You see the drinks in the background. I don't even remember taking it.
Can we talk about how we recorded that and the video game cocktail the same day? That's a goated day. That it came out with 300 viewed episodes, both in one day.
It's crazy.
Pretty great. Pretty crazy. We were cooking that day for sure. Episode 60, the Big Three is back. Tyler makes his return to the podcast and joins Devin and Gabe to talk about Overwatch 2.
The biggest regret I have with fucking podcast is talking about Overwatch 2.
And the Big Three.
It was fun while it lasted.
Episode 80, Deity Pressure. You already saw it's one of the best duo episode. Has a spot in here as well because it was received very well. Had to get a nomination. Gabe and Tyler host a duo episode where they talk about a book that they wrote called Deity Pressure. Part 2. Type this one away, Tyler.
All right, so episode 71, where it's called We Are JoJo Enthusiasts, where Gabe, Devin, and I gush over JoJo and the future of anime. That was just a fun episode.
Yeah, I remember in this episode where we talked about like, what do you think like the top animes in my list would be in 10 years? I remember that was the topic we talked about. I was like, that was pretty interesting just thinking about it. We were like, do you think any mangas will come up? We talked about some cool topics.
Like what's going to go obsolete? Like what's received now, but like in the future won't be well received.
Yeah, and then we also talked about this is where we're kind of following up on the anime draft, and then Devin gives his because he only gets one pick. So this is where Killer Queen Devin comes from. Yeah, he chose the Killer Queen one.
We got 57. Whose meat is in our mouth? Gabe, Eduardo, and Devin get blindfolded and test out chicken and see if they can guess which places from. I think that's something that we definitely should have done more of. I think
it's so funny that we never did.
It's just
such an early episode.
That's the biggest thing is like it costs preparation and money. Yeah, is the two biggest factors going into that one.
I think it's really funny how so early we did it. This is gonna be a recurring series. We never wrote about it, and it was received. It's not like you guys hated it. It was definitely received pretty well, and it had pretty good views. And we're just like, nah, we'll do it again. And
I wanted to do it again.
We kept saying we'll do it again, and we just never did it.
I think for me it's just the fact that it costs money.
Yeah, and I think also, I remember me and Tyler talked about this. I was like, this doesn't even feel like a podcast episode. Like, at the end, yes, we talked, but this is more like a video idea.
Especially,
yeah, it's more of a video idea than it is a podcast idea, which is another reason why we didn't end up really doing another one.
Yeah.
All right, and then episode 53, everything has been overrated, obviously, the first episode of the season. Gabe and Devin kick off season 2 by talking about overrating things and analyzing Jowp members.
That's right. That's also what we talked. That was the episode where at the end of it, I asked Devin to analyze every player in the Jowp group, and you gave your opinions on people. That was in this episode. I forgot about that.
I forgot about that.
I remember because that was when you were talking about like, all right, this is how I view Tyler. This is how I view Devin. Not Devin. I think you actually did.
No, I did myself.
Yeah, you did everyone.
I had to break down. I remember it. I'm a member.
Yeah, that was actually, I forgot. I gotta rewatch that episode. I forgot that was in there. Even though I wrote this description, I still forgot.
Yeah.
Right, Devin, take it away. Part 3?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
All right, we got Jowp Podcast, episode 93. These are our favorite songs. Gabe, Tyler, and I all host in this episode where they discuss their favorite songs from now to 1970. Pretty good episode. You know, we really brought the heat with that one. We got episode 100, who got the best taste in anime. Basically, we did anime 3x3. Yeah. Pretty classic. It's the one episode that people have been waiting for a while.
We've literally hyped up since we started doing the 3x3s. We're like, all right, episode
100. Yeah.
We locked it in, and we stayed true to our word.
True. We got episode 99, TBT. The OGs trio come back together one last time and do a throwback episode.
Yeah.
Throwback. And then, of course, we got episode 68, Enter the World. Devin and Gabe begin what they think to be a duo episode.
I wrote this like an anime.
I know. I'm reading it like, bro, what the fuck did you write it like that?
Devin and Gabe.
Read the words.
It feels like a Dragon Ball. Last time. Read what it says.
Joke.
Read, nigga, read. Yeah, but you know, we thought we were doing his new episode.
Read the words, bro. They don't know what you're laughing at.
They don't know what they're illiterate.
They can't read it. It's too small in the corner. They can't see it.
Yeah, true. And basically,
all right, I'll read it. Devin and Gabe begin what they think to be a regular duo episode before a Stan user reveals themselves.
Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. He's fucking crying.
Other than the beginning though, I really don't know what we talked about in that episode, to be honest. But I remember It had a good amount of views, so you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah,
I don't know what to be talking about in that episode besides the beginning and stand part. I don't remember what happened.
I don't know.
What are we thinking here?
I'm just going to go DD Pressure.
What are our goats here?
I'm going DD Pressure.
DD Pressure. You think he's winning best duo and best episode?
I think it's going back to back.
Back to back. No, back to back. It's a 2-time.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, it's back to back on awards. Subs.
Yeah.
I could see our favorite songs or the anime taking it.
I could see them both taking it. They're both well received.
Our favorite songs is definitely well received for sure. Was received than I would have thought, especially because it's a pretty long episode and it got almost 300 views, like 284 or something.
Also during a drought too.
Yeah, so it's pretty surprising that it did do that well. Because I didn't think the topic was that interesting. I mean, I did think it was interesting. Obviously, we did it.
Yeah.
But I didn't know it was gonna be that appealing to you guys. It was more of like a passion project.
People really like hearing us talk about music. So
clearly, I mean,
every time we do a music episode,
didn't that one like best 3x3 last year? Actually, was it? No, it didn't win best 3x3, but it
did really well.
It won in that when we did the Christmas episode for the decades. It was second place, and we were surprised about that.
Okay, yeah.
And then when we did the questionnaire, they said do more music related content.
Yeah.
So obviously they do enjoy the music content, and the music directory is pretty well.
Yeah, it's really well suited. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
not only were these not like in order for some reason, like number wise, but like every time y'all read, I was like, who made this?
Last time on Jowp.
But yeah, mine's that'd be like who got the best anime taste.
The Big Three is back is a classic though. Really like it. Team music tournament started off a really fun reoccurring thing we do with the JMTs as well.
Yeah, true.
Who's Meeting There's a Mouth is not really a podcast episode, so I don't really want to give it a nod, to be honest. I want to kind of lean towards either these are our favorite songs or the music tournament. I think they're just two topics.
Heavy hitters, yeah.
There are unique ideas that we didn't steal from Trash Taste. Like the Anime 3 we basically stole from Trash Taste. Like it's an actual unique idea we came up with ourselves. We didn't just find off the internet. We're like, yeah, let's do that. I mean, you could say our favorite songs isn't that unique, but still, we didn't specifically take it from anyone.
Yeah, we're just like, oh, they did that, let's do that.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna ride with. I'm gonna go with either one. If I had to pick, I'll go with 93. I really enjoyed that one. What are you thinking, Tyler? What's your choice?
I told you I'm gonna go DD Pressure.
Oh yeah,
it's my baby.
Right, yeah. All right, well, let's see the definitive GOAT of it, but we'll get to you with after these commercial breaks. And your winner.
Drum roll, please.
Best episode
gotta do it.
of the season.
Drum roll, please. Best episode of the season is
definitive GOAT. In your opinion, is
Big Three is back. Okay.
All right.
Respect the game. Respect the game.
It's definitely one of the OGs. I think. Oh, what? Do you guys remember what won last year?
Oh, last year for best episode.
Was it not Zion's episode?
No.
No. Okay, it wasn't eligible.
Top 5 Society.
Oh yeah,
right.
Top 5
Society.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
I don't see a relation then. I guess there's no. I thought I was gonna like. I can see a relation. No, I would see a relation if like these are our favorite songs. Well, okay, you guys like the presentation
styles. Yeah.
Yeah. There's no correlation. You guys just really like this.
It just is. Yeah.
I mean, Tyler came back. So,
yeah.
I mean, it's a pretty good episode.
We talked about the Big Three, obviously, like we said in the description. What else did we talk? I don't know.
It was just an anime like episode.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I remember we did talk. We talked a lot about anime, and I remember people always asking us to talk about anime again. We're like, what is there to talk about anymore? And then we gave them that episode. We talked. I think that the episode was exclusively anime, aside from the Overwatch 2.
The infamous regret. I hate that, dude.
If it wasn't for the 30-minute Overwatch in the beginning, that episode was straight anime. Like, he always hates it. I don't think they care as much as as much as
I do. I look back and I'm like, I wanted to pop myself in the mouth. Like, shut the fuck up.
He's trying to grab it. Like, well, actually, Mora. I'm like, Gabe's like, bro, I know what Mora does.
We were so enthralled at that time with Overwatch. It was like, it became a big part of like my personality.
It did. Yeah. For a good moment, it was our personality.
Yeah.
Like if we were online, we were on Overwatch.
True.
All right. Well, before we get into final thoughts, I will go get to the breakdown real quick. Yep. Stop that.
Is there no way you can log on my computer so we can show them?
Yeah, they don't need it. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
It's not that
They've seen enough.
We've never really shown them the breakdown before anyways. They kind of just like, trust me, bro.
Yeah,
I should say the numbers and they just
lie.
I could. I definitely could have been lying.
Wow, every single one was 100%. Whatever you voted for,
one. All right. So the first one, I guess we'll just do this since this is still recording. We'll just go back to the beginning.
I guess.
Yeah, all right.
So we can just like exit, yeah.
All right, starting from the beginning. Devin won't be able to see it, but you guys will be able to see it.
Oh, brother.
At the beginning. All right. For the Hollup Let Him Cook award, we had the go full screen. The nominees were the main four, and Rick and Morty. Is that what won it?
Yeah.
No. Oh yeah, it did. Okay. Everything is either Rick and Morty or JoJo reference. Won actually by 1 vote. Second place was When Do Femboys Come Into the Picture? So 13 votes went to the Rick and Morty one, and 12 votes to the Femboy one.
Okay.
Right. Third place being Shrek Fiona, better than Human Fiona, but with 7 votes.
I agree.
Best hypothetical, multiversal toe sucking won with 28% of the votes with 10 votes. Second place, 9 votes. One behind was the Willy Wonka one. So,
wait, how many responses do we have?
35.
Okay.
Yeah, and then third place was Becoming Eduardo with 7 votes.
Nah, gotcha.
Best variant, number 1, obviously we know it's Toe Sucked Eduardo. That one was 9 votes, 25% of the votes. And second place was Throat Goat Jose with 8 votes. Another by 1 victory. A lot
of these are real close.
But that's just granted, our demographic is so small, you're going to see these being close all the time. Third place was Gerbil Eduardo with 6 votes.
Okay.
Next one, best nickname was kind of a blow. 15 votes, 43% of the votes went to Devin the Explorer. Second place was the Rizzler, and then third place was Frabriel, actually.
Who is this man?
You guys were rocking with Frabriel, and then Dat Durdock was behind it. Actually, Benry getting some votes too, crazy. All right.
This is what I'm curious about.
Best editor actually doing their job moment. Pokemon actually won by a pretty good margin. 13 votes, 37% of the votes. Second place was the Full House with 10 votes, so it was a 3-vote margin.
3-vote.
28%. And then third place was Tyler Activates World. You could probably expect that.
Okay.
Next one, hottest take. Curious to see this one here. So obviously Batman is a Him won. 10 votes, 28% of the votes. Second place was Xenon, I Hated the Code Geass ending with 7 votes. Third place was Michael Jackson is Overrated from me. And actually a tie between that and Ranch Isn't Good from Xenon.
Okay, so he didn't really split the votes.
Yeah,
then.
You could say he maybe did, but it's not that close. It's not as close as like Devin splitting the votes.
No,
last season. But next up, we've got Best Strip overall. I won with 31% of the votes, 11 votes. Second place was Tyler with 8 votes, 23% of the votes. Third place was Devin, and then fourth place was Eddie. All right, worst strip. First place obviously was Eduardo with 12 votes, 34% of the votes. Second place was Xenon with 9 votes.
They are not fucking with that man.
I don't like that guy.
And third place was Tyler with 7 votes.
But then
you could do both. He went third place both times. He had both best and worst strip.
Like Tyler said, he's a middleman.
I don't win anything. I'm just here.
Tyler just exists.
All right, best thumbnail. Episode 96 won by 34% of the votes with 12 votes. Second place was episode 94 with 7 votes. And third place was Chicken Coop 5 with 5 votes. And then fourth place was a tie between Chicken Coop 3 and Chicken Coop 7. Best screen grab, the winner was obviously The Water Incident, won with 10 votes, 28% of the votes. Second place being What Is That Guy Doing with 8 votes, so only by 2 votes. And then third place was Eduardo Pawking. Fourth place was Group Hit Moments. So yeah, like we said, those 4 on the last slide was the ones who were the final 4. Best commenter, really close. This is like a pretty good pie chart, really. Where even is the winner here? Linksys won with 9 votes, 25% of it. Second place, Tyna with 8 votes, lost by 1 vote. And after that, Ali with 7 votes, third place. Everything's a 1-vote drop off, really.
Wow.
Next, Gabe's Feet with 6 votes. The Mafia was still riding strong, but not hard enough.
Not hard.
Because Jose's Feet came in with 5 votes, so they split it. I think the coup theory, don't confirm or deny, but the coup theory holds true.
Because
they were like Jose's Feet or Gabe's Feet.
Put this poll in the mid-season poll.
That's 11 votes for Gabe's Feet.
That's 11 votes for Gabe's Feet. Yeah.
If only they worked together.
Yeah.
They had to fall out,
they had to fall out.
They would have won
mid-season. Biggest clown, Xenon actually won by pretty big margin. 13 votes, 37% of the votes. Second place is actually a tie between Devin and me, both with 8 votes. 22.9% of the votes. Third place being Eduardo, and then Artist actually got 1 vote. No one else got any votes.
Damn.
Tyler didn't get
That
votes.
one guy was like, I don't know, fuck with her.
Artist, yeah, it was the BTS. So they're like, she's not rocking with BTS. She's the biggest clown, bro. All right, biggest Chad. A little closer here. 10 votes went to me. I won by 28% of the votes. Second place was Intern. So I guess I see that's why he did the JK. I guess he was second place with 7 votes, losing by 3. Third place is a tie between Tyler and Liz.
Liz is, she's pretty chatty.
Yeah, I think she also got a lot of votes last season too.
Yeah.
And then let's see, where's Devin at? Damn, Devin got 1 vote. One guy, probably Devin. You probably voted for yourself.
Cap. Hey, don't do that. Don't do that.
Let's be real, guys. None of y'all voted for Devin, did you?
Don't do that. Don't do that.
You were the only one who voted for you. That's kind of sad, Devin.
I mean, it'd be like that.
Next one up, best non-podcast episode. This one was
WeebCon.
1 vote. 42% of the votes was the WeebCon vlog with 15, but 14 votes was the interview. So
So WeebCon popped off.
Yeah, WeebCon was clearly like look at the mark,
Yeah.
look at the pie chart. That's it.
WeebCon carried.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's one of my
Two
most favorite.
votes.
It's like probably one of my favorite episodes this season.
All right, best duo episode. Deity Pressure won with 14 votes for 40% of the population. And second place was 102 with Gabe and the Intern Hash It Out with 11 votes. So 3 vote
Pretty close.
drop off.
Yeah.
And then third place being Everyone is Mid and Overrated with 7 votes at 20%. Best guest episode. What ended up winning this one? This one? All right. What the Dog Did won with 9 votes, 25%. Second place being the Jowp Pink Tape with 6 votes. So it was second place. Third place was episode 84 with also 6 votes. I guess it was a tie, 2-way tie then. Both had 6 votes. Third place, we go on a trip through time with Xenon. And fourth place, we talk to a real anime voice actor with Liz. Okay. And next up, we have the best Chicken Coop episode, which was the winner was the Video King Cocktail Hour with 31% of the votes, 11 votes. Second place was actually the Poke Coop with 9 votes. I can see that definitely just being because of the hypothetical that it won best hypothetical, so it definitely could be why it got so many votes there. And then third place was Drinks with the Science Team with 6 votes, 17%. And then best episode, the breakdown here. The Big Three is back, won with 31% of the votes, 11 votes. Second place was These Are Our Favorite Songs with 7 votes. Third place being Who's Got the Best Taste in the Anime 3x3. And then fourth place is a tie between Team Music Tournament and Enter the World.
Into the world. All right.
Interesting. Love to see the breakdowns. Now we can get to the final thoughts now.
Well, I mean, Intern said it was a crazy one. I think there wasn't very many surprises coming in this one. I think
the crazy twist he thought it was him like pretend winning the biggest Chad. He was probably planning on coming out making like a whole speech and then saying something. I can see that maybe what he meant.
Then you come in with like the RKO or something.
Yeah,
like,
and I'm like, actually, I RKO him onto the next like slide page.
It's like,
it goes to me.
That'd be kind of cool.
It would be kind of cool.
We didn't do like a feature for them to give their final thoughts, did we?
No.
No.
It was more of this is more of our final thoughts, not their final thoughts. Our final thoughts on season 2.
I mean,
but it was fun. I enjoyed it. As I said, like I enjoyed season 1 more. I do like the structured ones, but you don't come off the episode with structured episodes feeling like it was a good episode.
I agree.
The free flow episodes are better.
Especially because you have moments like a lot of the reason that the Xenon episodes are probably seen so well is because they're not structured. We don't come into a Xenon episode thinking of what we're going to talk about. We're just like, all right, Xenon, you're here. We're finna chat. And that's just what we do. And that's why I think those episodes do end up being our more fun episodes we have because we just chat.
Yeah.
And Xenon's such a person who's not here as often as we are. So he produces some new stuff for us that we would always bring up.
Yeah, I do kind of see what they were saying. Like when we they asked for like more like trio episodes or different trio episodes, because when we do have like all these structured videos with us three, it kind of does get kind of like repetitive, I guess, in a sense. Because like I don't know, it just feels like repetitive.
Yeah, I see. I mean, I think I've always understood that we needed new trios because I'm the one who really pushed for us not having like me in an episode for the Xenon trio episode. I was like, I always known the idea of introducing new trios will spice it up, and of course, so. I've always known that, but yeah, just seeing it being proven is pretty telling, I guess. Seeing it.
Yeah. But overall, I don't really have anything else to say. That was like my only gripe.
Yeah.
He's doing the same thing.
Something I've been dreading talking about, but we do gotta talk about it. I guess at some point or not. I guess it's best you find out here than chicken coop, right? You go. You can say it, Tyler.
I gotta do it.
I said it in Poke Coop. You got, or I said it in Chicken Coop. You gotta say it here.
Okay.
I said it first. You gotta
So we had a good time. We had a good run. I do thoroughly enjoy a lot of the stuff that we've done with this. But as far as the future for the podcast goes, I don't see the podcast going far. Now, don't just click off. If you want to hate comment, because then we get interactions. But as far as like Gabe and I go, I don't know about you, but like it's been getting very stale on our end.
I definitely feel that way.
And it's like a lot of it. What we're doing is obviously for us to record like our conversations, but it's getting to a point where we've kind of talked about a lot of the stuff that we already want to talk about. We've talked about before. We are just normal people. We don't live very interesting lives. We don't have a lot to bring to the table, at least as of right now. So the stuff that we do talk about, when it's not structured, it's not very entertaining in our opinion. Obviously, those of you who stuck around, we greatly appreciate it, but we just don't think it's up to par of what we think it should be. So that being said, at least Gabe and I, we're going to stop the podcast for right now.
Yeah.
There's not like a permanent, it's like Gabe explained in the chicken coop. Yeah. It's more of a hiatus of, we could still come back in like a random week. All three of us could be like, hey, let's do a podcast episode. But it's not going to be a weekly upload like it has been. It could be, anytime someone wants to record, we can record. But it's not going to be as consistent as it was. Now, what I'm excited about is that this avenue does open up to where now that we don't have a weekly podcast episode, we can do more in-person stuff. If we want to do like a bowling special, a karaoke special, it gives us more freedom to devote our time, attention, and resources towards other stuff that we also want to do, right? But as far as the weekly goes, Gabe and I are going to be out of it.
Yeah, and this is a point we kind of did. Obviously, this is coming out before the Chin Coop is going to come out, but this is a point we kind of hammered home there. We're not quitting the channel. It's not what's happening. Obviously,
not by any means.
Still wanting to do this. Chicken Coop is still going to be happening every month. That's a for sure thing, at least for the foreseeable future. If we change on that, we'll let you know. But as of right now, that is still like a thing that we're doing for sure. And a lot of stuff like we talked about in the Chicken Coop that you guys haven't seen yet, so I'm referencing it. But we do want to still do a lot of stuff like the music episode we did that you guys like. That type of content will still happen because like I've said just when we were talking about the meat episode. That's not really a podcast episode anyway. That's just a video. So we're still going to be doing stuff that we would probably in the past have called a podcast episode. But it's really not, like truly not a podcast episode.
Yeah, of course.
So that's probably what we're going to end up doing. You might end up actually seeing Who's Meat in Our Mouth 2 come back because of this, really. But at least for the sake of this year, at least for me personally, barring something crazy happening, I don't think I'm gonna put out an episode this year of a podcast. Next year is for sure where like the monthly stuff will start happening. That's why like you're talking about the hiatus thing. Like it's definitely not a quitting thing. Like we can definitely do the podcast like a once a month thing if we really want to or whatnot.
Just whenever whenever it comes down to like, hey, let's do one.
Yeah.
But at least for me, I am completely done for this year. I've been really burnt out of doing this. I've been doing this every week for all this. As you can even tell if you've seen the latest episodes, I don't even do the chapters anymore. I get tired of doing that because it was so much. At the point I'm doing school, I'm doing work, and I'm editing and I'm recording these podcast episodes, and then I have to go back and watch it again and then make chapters for it. It was so much that I was overwhelmed. And I also had to come up with ideas like when they came with the music episode. I was like, I want to do some creative stuff to spice it. Because as you can see from a certain point, we were running out of shit to talk about. We were just kind of sitting there like
a while ago.
Yeah, we're just like early 70s, I want to say, is when it started happening. We're just like, that's why a lot of the structure stuff started happening. And honestly, the biggest reason for why that streak from 80 to 84 of just guests happened is because we had nothing to talk about. So we're like, all right, let's bring in guests.
Easy content.
Yeah, it's easy because these are people who have not been here before. They have like Liz and Zena have been here before, but like they're still new to the podcast in a sense to where they can bring in new ideas and stuff. And Eddie was a great help for a lot of the end of season 2 He's only there for like podcast episodes for 3 of them, but it really helped like being there for that dual episodes, that Pink Tape episode, and then his 4 because the Manny episode and then his own guest episode. So he was there, a big help for that as well, adding like what Devin was saying,
and then all the chicken coops
adding
too.
New trios, all the chicken coops of course. Eddie was a really big help in making season 2 pretty bearable to finish. Otherwise, it was getting really dragged out. It was really like we were just kind of doing the same old over and over again, and it kind of felt like we were just like not providing new content, which is like you can say that maybe we fell off because YouTube stole our views, or you could just say we stopped becoming innovative.
Off, yeah.
We just actually fell off because we weren't innovative.
Not like we wanted complacency, but we did become
kind of complacent.
Yeah. We kind of like just in the motions, you know. We're like, all right, another week, let's crank out episodes, let's do it.
It was at the point where even there's episodes where like we didn't know we were gonna start. Like one episode that comes to mind is We Respect Women. It's like we come in here not knowing what we're gonna talk about. We still had a formula of how to get through at least an hour of saying nothing.
Yep.
Like go back, like this is just what first comes to mind. That's like one of the worst episodes that comes to my mind is We Respect Women, because that's an episode where we sat there and we were like, we just gotta record. We gotta hit our weekly quota. Especially in early 70s, we had a backlog, but we didn't really rely on it as much as we probably should have. We were like, we have to stick our weekly thing up so we can keep our backlog. We never even thought about, let's just take a week off so we can like not be like overwhelmed with it. We probably should have, granted, but we never did.
No.
Yeah, so I mean there's some episodes where it's just like we became formulaic of just being ass. Like there's episodes like We Respect Women where it's just like, all right, let's just drag out this random topic. Like there's just literally a point where I'm bringing up like the soccer point is in the episode. I'm like, why did that bother you? I already know. I've talked to Devin about me and Devin talked about Naruto for years. I already knew his answer. I was just saying it just to drag on the content. I was just saying it.
We're literally quite literally me. We're like, this nigga's just yapping.
Yeah, that's what we were doing. A lot of episodes we were literally just yapping. It was just like, and like I think we said this in the Chicken Coop that you guys are gonna see in the future. There's a lot of filler episodes where I was like, this is just a filler.
Like if it was an anime, there was filler.
Yeah, that was like, if you look at the filler list, it was like 76. That's a filler episode. You can skip it.
Yeah, I mean, you got to the point where like y'all kind of noticed, like, you know, I would just sit there and say nothing sometimes. Cause I'm like, I don't know what to add to this conversation. They're yapping. I'm sitting here. We're chilling. Yeah. So like, even though I didn't know like they were going to do this decision, I agree. Like, I think it's about time we like, take a hiatus.
We kind of figured. We said this in the Chicken Coop. It's like, even if Devin's never said it, we kind of get the energy. We're all burnt out of it.
And it's like, do we want to quit?
No, of course
really.
not.
No, like this is something that we've wanted to do for a long time. But it's like you got to know when to walk away. And as far as just the podcast goes, it's time for us right now to walk away. Yeah. Right. But that trial could lead right back. Who knows? Yeah. But like I said, I'm so excited because we do have stuff planned for the future that aren't going to be podcast episodes. And it's like stuff that like we haven't even logistically worked out anything, but it's like an idea that like we're all gearing towards. And just now we have the time and effort to devote to that. Like if you think about, we record like 2-hour episode every week, and it's like, well, that ends up being like 3 hours, and then like editing content and like all this stuff that goes into like actually making the episodes appear on YouTube. And like we can now devote that time to other things.
Yeah, of course. Like I know we said like season 2 that'd be like experimental, but this season
it kind of was.
But
this like now
we're actually just start making content,
like real content. Yeah.
And I think this is the point, Tyler. I don't know if he actually said this on the podcast or not podcast, on the Chicken Coop, or if he said it to me outside of it. But I remember he's like, we kind of did it in reverse order, where it's like a lot of people go,
I said it on the.
We did it in reverse. We went podcast, and now we're going to content. And realistically, we kind of did make the wrong decision.
If you feel it, but it was just easier to make. Like a podcast is all right. We talk.
It was the popular thing everyone was doing.
Exactly.
Literally, we should start a podcast.
And especially in the beginning, all we had to do was literally just have mics. We didn't have to have cameras at the point. We just wanted to get cameras. We didn't have to.
It was just for fun. Yeah.
But now we have like a community. We have like fresh new ideas we want to make. So.
I think in the future, in the foreseeable future, we will see a better uptick in content quality. And hopefully, that's something that we want to deliver to you is a higher quality content.
And like you're gonna see again, a lot of this is gonna be reiterating because we kind of said that in our continuity, Chicken Coop 9 came out first, but in your continuity, this is
it happened a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, it's like,
so we are reiterating it, but to us, but not to you. So let's just say for sure, I think at the latest, look forward to January. I think at the latest, January is when some stuff's gonna be happening for sure.
At the very latest.
Yeah, but I definitely think we do have at least one big thing planned for like that January turnout. So
January, February-ish.
Definitely look forward to that. But this year, I mean, I can see this year only just being Chicken Coops to really finish it all. Maybe we do like a Who's Meat in Your Mouth, because it's pretty easy.
Or like really. other videos, like IRL videos.
Yeah, for sure. But
maybe if there's a con that swings around town and we're all free, like.
But for sure, don't really look forward to any podcast episodes. Probably won't happen.
Had to bite the bullet there.
Yeah,
I was like, I had to do it for the Chicken Coop. I'm gonna let Tyler. I'm gonna make Tyler do this one.
Yeah, take some time to reflect on yourselves. Go outside, go on an adventure. When we come back, come tell us some of the stories you did when we went on hiatus. Maybe
Also,
I was some go on like an anime journey, you know, get married, do something.
Have kids.
Have kids. I don't know.
Revenge.
Hey, maybe Link just has a kid. Yeah, I don't know.
and then use this episode as like your comeback until we come back.
Yeah, we'll come back stronger than ever, you know.
And the thing is, also the way kind of you felt is exactly how Tyler felt in the chicken coop. Because I didn't tell Tyler I was.
I didn't know it was coming.
I dropped the same thing. Tyler just did.
And I was drunk.
That's what I did.
I was drunk. I was like,
I got a little emotional. I'm like, I'm looking sad, but it needs to be done.
Yeah, that's exactly what Tyler like.
I was
the
drunk,
fact that
though.
we
I was
all
like-
had the same reaction while it being this, like, the fact that we had the same idea and we all had the same reaction is how you know it was time.
yeah. Like it sucks, but it's like someone had to say it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the fact that we all agreed just kind of like, you know, Jose, come on. It's
Okay,
one last
you-
time. Come on, Jose.
Okay, you alcoholic.
Come on, channel.
I thought you didn't like drinking,
It's
Jose.
the
What
last-
was that?
It's the last episode, Jose. They miss you. They love you.
Jose's like, I don't drink. I don't like drinking.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he's fluffing his cock. Oh my god.
Say goodbye to the viewers.
Bro, you're not even on camera.
No,
you
you're
can
not
see
on-
yourself.
Warren.
You have to get like where Gabe's at.
There you go. Say goodbye to them one last time, Jose. This is probably the last time they'll see you for a while. Oh, you want to talk? Okay. It doesn't move that far direction. You have to come over here.
Yeah, like pull it up. Yeah.
Hi, fellow JOWP fans. Thank you for all the support you've provided us throughout. How long have we been doing this?
Forever.
2
2 years.
9 years.
Throughout our 2-year run. We appreciate it. We appreciate you. We hope you appreciate us.
I think it's good. You can go now.
you said enough.
I would call Eduardo, but I don't think Eduardo cares. So I'm not gonna really.
He'd been not caring.
Yeah, he'd been not here forever, so I'm not gonna really call him. I did want to call Xenon and tell him about like winning something, but I don't think. Oh, he did actually win something.
He won best-
Biggest con.
Biggest con, yeah.
Oh yeah, you did.
And best guess.
But I also don't think he would answer. I think he's a busy guy. He wouldn't answer.
Yeah,
But
he's a busy.
yeah, I guess that's it. I mean, maybe I can. No, I won't even have time to be honest. Like this episode, when it comes out, we recorded this 2 days before it came out, so I'm not gonna have time to. I was gonna say I could like text Xenon, get his. I'm not gonna have time for all that. I'm gonna be pushing it to even finish this episode in 2 days.
Yeah.
So don't expect a lot of editing in this episode. This is a rush shot, really. Mainly because we got to keep that streak of 2 years straight, you know, before
2
we
years
quit.
straight.
Before we quit, at least we could say we held 2 years strong straight.
True.
Big accomplishment.
But I guess like the last time we're doing a podcast episode, if you are a fan of the channel now and or a previous fan of the podcast, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, do all the YouTube stuff. Let us know in the comment section. Like I said, use this as your comeback. If you go have something fun and we don't have a video out in the like next couple of weeks, use this as your comeback and come back to this episode and you're going to comment something. Just do all the YouTube stuff. Look forward to stuff in the future, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.